Wait, don't go live yet.
Don't go live yet. Reach for whatever you need. Welcome everyone to the 132nd episode of the Home Theater Hub. And we actually got a first today. It took us 132 episodes to get 2 tours. Not one, but 2 tours set up for today. We're going to give you back-to-back tours today because you know why? We're not going to be here next week. So that's why. 4th of July coming up. So I'm going to be on vacation. Paul's going to be on vacation, I think. Yeah. I don't think Ike wants to run the show by himself, but you never know. You never know what he's going to do.
You never know, man. I might just wake up and just.
So look, these guys reached out. Well, actually, I reached out to Jim and Dana reached out and said they'd like to be a guest on the show. So, hey, let's do a first, right? So you guys are going to get 2 tours today, which is phenomenal because that's my favorite part of doing this show is just doing the tours with everyone. So what's up, Ike? How was your week, sir?
Good. It's been a busy week, but a fun one, much better than last week. So, well, it's been a good one. Excited, looking forward to the show.
For sure. Yeah. How about you, Paul? How was your week, sir? Last we saw you were camping.
I was on vacation. I took a couple extra days last week. I'm going to take a couple extra days next week. And, I'm enjoying the camping season. It's a little early. We got rained on like crazy when we were packing up. I mean, like when I was rolling the tent up, you got to compress it to get it back in the bag. I was rolling it and water was literally like shooting out like a solid stream as when I got it back, opened it back up because you got to dry them out.
Dry it out so it won't mildew.
There was at least 12 ounces of like a whole soda can's worth of liquid still in there. And I was like, damn. I was like, it rained hard. We put in but that was the only rain that we really got. I mean, we got some at night, but while we were there, everything was just amazing. Perfect weather. Paddleboarded a couple days, and I was like, oh man, I need to start hitting the weights again. I've been obviously working out again ever since the hernia thing's good, but I haven't been hitting the weights. I've just been doing cardio, and oh my God, my arms and legs are so sore from I paddled all the way across the lake and back, and I was sore for a couple days. I was like, oh man, I'm out of shot. My grip still is sore from, rowing the paddleboard. I was like, geez.
Well, it's good to see that Bigfoot decided to spare you and let you come back home this
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
Hey, Paul, what's up? Paul, you said that was a tent that you were camping in?
Yeah.
Oh man, you were roughing it, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, as much as I rough it, yeah, it was glamping. It was definitely glamping. We have an electric site, and I have an in-room air conditioner, and I 3D printed a little adapter that magnets to 2 sides of the mesh, and it has the heat hose that goes out. So I have an air conditioner in the tent.
Oh, okay, all right. So that sounds way better already.
Yeah, yes. I was definitely glamping. I've earned my roughing it badge because I used to motorcycle camp all the time, and me and a buddy of mine, matter of fact, he just messaged me the other day. We used to take a 7 to 10 day trip on motorcycles tent camping across the United States and Canada. We used to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We haven't done that in a while. I don't know if I could do that right now. I'd be out of shape. But it was a great time. Great.
What was the temperatures, high and lows for your camping?
It was probably 87. It was the highs, and the lows were like 60. So
I
guess air conditioner hardly was even used, really, to be honest. It helped with the humidity. The humidity was god awful. It was like 75-80% humidity the whole time. So
that sounds perfect, right, Don?
Yeah.
yeah, for you.
You're like, it's 104% in Florida every day.
Exactly.
It's so sticky you can't even walk without sweating. So
Yeah.
It's like
I was
70% humidity. I'm jealous.
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I could
So
hear that.
Jim's from Florida also. He's around the Tampa area. So welcome to the show, Jim. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So how about you, Jim? How was your week?
Normal week, go to work, pick up the kids, go home, think about home theater, maybe watch some movies, one of those weeks.
Very good. How old are the kids?
The kids are going on 8 and going on 6.
Oh, so they can enjoy the theater with you then, right?
Yes. Actually, they are finally starting to watch movies other than super kid movies. And they now have their own couch. So that's good too. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, we'll get to see that own couch later on for sure.
Yes.
So Dana, how about you, sir? How are you? Thanks for joining us on the show. First time joining us. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's good. I'm a nurse for a living, but I travel. I have to drive quite a bit to get to work. So my issue is it takes me about an hour and 20 minutes to get home and about an hour to get to work. So trying to get back here in time for this is my struggle. I don't have kids though, so I can do what I need to do. And I don't have to be anywhere. But I have nephews, basketball. That's my basketball tournaments going on for the the summer league stuff, and then
Nice.
football. Looking forward to football. That's our big talk lately. Okay, I gotta mention camping though. I can't say I'm a big camper fan, though. I know Paul likes that, but I do like that he had air conditioning though. That would help me.
Absolutely.
I grew up as a little kid camping because my dad was a logger, so we go to these log sites and camp the whole summer.
Wow.
Great for a few days, but man, after that, so camping soon became a cuss word in my house.
Yeah, no, I did the whole Boy Scout thing when I was younger. So did all the camping and earned the badges and all that good stuff like that. Yeah, so I know about all the camping and everything too. I don't mind it, but yeah, if it came to trying to sleep in the humidity in Florida, not happening. Maybe if I was in your state, Dana, up in Washington, I'd be okay. Where the temperature is, where the temperature is what right now? What's the temperature for today in Washington?
Oh, it was probably 75 today. It was been 80s the last couple of days, but
okay,
a little cooler today. But no, it stays pretty even all year.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Abe? How are you, sir? Nice of you to join us. I didn't know if you were going to make it today or not.
Yeah, I was a little bit behind. It was on the. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I was a little bit behind. I was on the phone with the millwork guys who are wrapping up millwork at the theater in North Carolina. They know because I'm going there tomorrow to start installing AV, and I was like, "Are you guys done?" Yeah, we just finished. So they just sent me pictures. So I guess
maybe we can get a preview.
Yeah, I'll see if I can upload them. Yeah, they just text them to me. So they knew I was coming today, so they waited to the last minute to get everything done.
So. We got 2 tours today for a first time in Home Theater Hub history. We're going to have 2 tours today.
Oh, cool.
So
looking forward to that.
I'm excited about that for sure. So I know we're with having 2 tours, we're gonna peruse through the movie very quickly. So Ike, any movies that you were able to watch this week?
I did watch just one, The Dead. John Huston's The Dead.
The Dead.
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah. Really good, actually.
1987.
It's an old school classic. And then, I've been watching plenty of soccer with the World Cup going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can understand that for sure.
Plenty of soccer.
Yeah, I told my wife the other day, I'm like soccered out. It's I watched 3 matches and I was soccered out. I was like, my wife's from Brazil, so we gotta watch soccer no matter what. So, or football. Football. So is this the movie you watched?
Yes.
All right. 94 Rotten Tomatoes, not bad.
Amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing classic, man. Really good.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I'll recommend it.
All right, let's move on over to Paul. Paul, I know you were glamping. Did you set that projector up and get some movies?
Actually, we watched a movie. I thought it was Summer Vacation. It was it was a John Candy movie.
All right, you're fired. Where's Sowers at? Let me get her in here.
Well, so I don't even know that she watched that one because that one was on the camping portable TV someone brought, like a little 14-inch, like it was, I don't know, maybe it's a 20-inch. Anyways, but when we got back, we did watch a movie in the theater. We watched The Legend of Ochi.
Legend of Ochi.
Yeah, that was different. That was very, very different.
Oh boy, but it sounds like a martial art, like some type of kung fu movie.
It's
Legend of Ochi. I got it right here. Let me pull that
it was Summer Vacation. Okay, so it was Summer Vacation, but I was like, man, it's been so long. That's an old movie.
So there we go. The Legend of Ochi.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So 75 Rotten Tomatoes, 5.8 on IMDb. Any standouts in the movie for you?
I mean, there was a couple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They got some different effects. It was an interesting movie. I felt like it might have been rushed for the movie. I feel like this is something that if there was a book, it would have probably been a lot better. Because there were some major like plot lines that they just kind of plopped down and then brushed over and then went on, and it was very different, but it was I liked it. It was just I don't think this movie is gonna be for everyone.
The only thing I can think of is Gremlins looking at this.
Yeah, what in the Grogu Gremlin thing is that?
Yeah, exactly.
So it is not anything like that. So
all right, don't spoil it for us. So we watch it or not? Is it watchable? Do we need to?
It's watchable. It's watchable. I don't think I would say, "Oh, you got to watch this one." You know what I mean? It's not one of those you must watch.
Let me see.
All right, so you're saying it's a no.
It's watchable.
Does it fall into homework territory?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm wondering.
No, not even close. Not even close to homework. It's that right at the 6th line for me. You know, it's definitely a watchable movie. You know, it's different enough that it's worth a watch, but not let's go out of our way to watch it. You know what I mean?
Is it worth $24.99 on Kaleidoscape?
No, I'd wait for a 15. That would be a $15.99.
Okay. All right, I'll add it to my watch list. That way, they'll show me when the price.
You can watch it on our Revolution.
Yeah, that's true. I definitely.
Once you get that dang NAS up and working.
That NAS is still not working, man.
It's still sitting in the box, man, with junk piled on top of it. I've ordered it 6 months ago, actually 6 months ago now, and it's still sitting there. Anything else, Paul?
No, that concludes my full movie watching experience this week. That's other than that, work and just been keeping busy. Not too busy, but busy enough.
So it was okay, but not homework worthy. You know, we have a second person.
Yeah.
We got the boss telling us what to do there. So okay.
Yeah. Definitely not homework worthy. Yeah. It's not that bad. She didn't. I liked it because it fell into kind of an anime type of plot scenario type of deal. So that's that. And if you're not an anime fan, you wouldn't even, or if you don't watch a lot of anime, you wouldn't even catch that or even know that. So it was just loosely, you could see that as being like an anime type of thing. but super rushed. So that's what made it not as good as what it should have been in some of the plots. But the movie overall was it was decent.
How about you, Abe? How was your week? How did any chance to get any movies in this week?
Well, the only one is I was the Toy Story 5 over at the Grauman's Chinese Theater in California.
Ooh. And you know what? I forgot to upload those pictures. I'll try to get them so that I can put them on my drive.
I do have a theater tour of the Grauman's. I do have a lot of pictures I took when I was inside that tour, which was really nice. That was my first time in there. It was kind of a thing I've always wanted to do, is see a movie in that theater, and I did. And it's got the world's largest IMAX screen in it. It for an old theater, looks and sounds great. They did a lot of work. Apparently, I found out they dug 3 stories down to put that screen in there and create the tiered stadium seating in there. That's in Grauman's. It used to be one level a long time ago.
Wow.
So I got some pictures later on, maybe at the end, and I'll show you.
Yeah, if we got some time here, we'll try to power through this. So Jim or Dana, any movies that you guys watched this week? Oh, by the way, this was one of my movies also in 3D at the stadium.
It was actually surprisingly good. It was actually surprisingly good. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was well done.
These are starting to seem like Fast and Furious movies. Toy Story 55.
There was actually a good message with this. As you can see, it's got 92 Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. So not bad.
There was a good message with it.
A good message or typical subliminal?
Yeah, just kind of talking about how the technology is great and everything, but there's nothing like some kind of human interaction, kind of
I mean, check out this new. This is
I don't want to put too much into it, but yeah, that's kind of the basics.
What's Paul getting up here? Let's see.
The purple. The purple. This is the purple. I'm not gonna open it, but it's a purple press.
Yeah.
Purple vinyl. So I thought that was cool.
Purple Rain, Purple Press.
So Jim, is
that what I saw?
A purple exclusive record from Prince.
Yeah, it's on a purple. Yeah, the vinyl's purple. It's on a.
So Jim, you said you were able to work and maybe watch a couple movies this week. Were you able to partake in any movies in your theater?
Yes, we did. We watched. Me and the family watched Shrek, the original. So yeah, now that the theater's done, we're kind of like. And the kids are in movie watching mode, and we can actually have them sit in one spot for 2 hours. I think we're kind of running through like our history of movies, but we're starting with kid movies too. So
Shrek is almost like borderline PG-13.
Yeah. I mean, there was some good adult humor in there
for sure.
When that came out in 2001.
2001.
Amazing, not long ago. Wow.
Yeah, we did watch Kung Fu Panda the weekend before.
Okay.
And that I did enjoy that one much better. The audio in Kung Fu Panda was much better.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah. Some of the Kung Fu Panda movies are very good.
You gotta tell them, Don. You gotta tell them. You gotta watch Cars.
You got to watch Cars in the theater.
Yeah, I think I have a good word. Yeah. Actually, absolutely. Now that you bring that up, I'm surprised we haven't. My kids actually were watching Cars on the regular TVs, but they usually watch that frequently. So yeah, maybe Cars should be coming up soon on the list.
Someone telling you, said it's an amazing 4K Atmos.
Yeah.
Yes, I am telling you, reference quality from start to finish.
And that's
the original Cars.
Yeah, the original one.
In 4K. Yes.
All right. Purchasing 4K right now.
Yes. Reference quality, 100%. Whatever it costs, it's worth it.
Man, I got to come over there and check that out.
Yes. All right, and and the story's great too. It's a great it's a good movie.
Yeah,
too,
that's a great
so.
movie. I like Kung Fu Panda too. Like,
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it in passing when the kids have it on. I mean, the kids were watching it every single night, I think, for weeks on end. So
Yeah. So how about you? Any more, Jim?
no, that's it for now. You can pass to Dana.
Dana, were you able to partake? You said you're traveling nurse there. So, were you able to partake in any movies this week in your theater?
or on your iPhone, or on your camping projector. It doesn't have to be your theater.
Oh, we lost some internet connection with Dana. While we're waiting for him, like I said, I was able to partake in Toy Story 5, and we went to the theater on Father's Day. My wife asked me what I wanted to do. I said, let's just have a brunch, and I would love to go to the theater and see Toy Story 5. So that's what we did.
That's what we saw on Father's Day too, Sunday. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
So I did 3D. I wanted to do the 4DX, but I thought it might have been a little too much for my son. So to where the seats are moving around and the wind and everything else
That'd
like
be
that.
a little too much for me. Like, oh God.
So
come on,
there is a flight scene in there that I want to go back and see, just because there's like a flight scene, kind of like the original.
Oh yeah.
Where I won't ruin it for everybody because it was pretty cool. But there's a flight scene in there that I would love to see how it is in the 4DX. So, but yeah, so I'll go back to Dana now. So any movies that you were able to partake in, sir?
I did watch Send for Help in the theater. So that was
Send Help.
It's not. I'm a little behind on that one, but I thought that was pretty good. And then
if you guys haven't seen this is one of my top movies of the year.
Really?
I really enjoyed this movie.
I have not seen that one.
I just got that one.
Gotta put that on my list.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I went into it watching 0 trailers and 0 anything, and it was phenomenal. I liked it. I really did.
Excellent.
And then, sorry, Danny, your camera. We might still have you on audio. Can anything else? No. Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for him to come back, my wife and I, we started watching on Netflix I Will Find You. Now, I'm like the whodunit type of guy, right? I like watching the whodunit things. 8 episodes. We binge watched 6 in one evening. That's how good it was.
Dang.
That's some serious dedication right there.
Yeah,
Real
8
good.
episodes, and we binge watched 6.
Wow.
So it's really good. I enjoy it. Make sure you go check it out.
It
It is
worth
getting I got to the 6th episode, and it's getting a little too twisty turny for me. I mean, there was a ton of twists and turns the whole way, but now it's like, okay, I don't know when are we just going to wrap this up, right? So, but yeah, so it's definitely worth watching. I will say to check that out. I Will Find You on Netflix. Paul, you're gonna have to check it out a different way, I guess. But
Yeah.
definitely check it out. So, what was your other movie, Dana?
Oh, my nephew likes I was trying to keep up with the Kung Fu theme here that we started just a second ago. I know that Ike had shared a couple of those ones, but my nephew found one that's called Five Deadly Venoms. It's one of those old Kung Fu, movies that I don't know if you guys remember in the late 80s, there was this USA Network Kung Fu Theater. It was after some wrestling where they just played
Kung
Fu a movie all the time.
morning.
Yeah. So then I was telling him about it. So he's gotten really into finding these old Kung Fu movies to come over and watch them. So I watched them, and I watched the Five Deadly Venoms. I remember trying to tell him about it, and it sure isn't the same in my head as it was when I was 11. But
I need to go find it.
they're still fun to look
He
at
said
those.
5 deadly venoms. I'm gonna.
Five
So
deadly
sometimes they
venoms.
don't hold up, right? You know.
Yeah, you know I just remember thinking, wow, these are so interesting back then. But you know, he still thinks they're fun.
Very good. All right, I have one last movie since we're powering through this. A half hour to get through the introduction and the movie so that we can get to the tours. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll?
Oh boy!
Can I get a wop 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 wow? Can I get
finally
something
watched the
here?
Star Wars movie?
Oh, wrong button.
Come on, man. Somebody behind the scenes help me out here.
I don't know.
All right. There is an absolute new reference movie for bass
Oh.
Oh,
and
Oh boy!
picture quality.
Oh,
The
boy.
movie
that?
itself, you got to park your brain at the door. It's almost homework. It's almost homework worthy.
No, I need it.
For Jim, you guys, we talk about homework. For those who haven't seen the show, and we're talking about homework, it's about movies that are really bad that we force ourselves to watch.
And we're not talking about like
oh,
C movies that are so bad they're funny, where
Right.
you can see like the hand on a puppet, or
Yeah.
no, we're just talking bad movies,
Bad,
where
all
you're
of
just
bad,
like,
bad.
So it's almost homework worthy, but it is the best bass movie that I have watched this year by far. There is a scene in this movie to where literally my speakers were just going for like 15 seconds straight. The subwoofers, the whole entire room was like shaking. And the picture quality is, I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. It is razor sharp, crystal clear. The PQ in this movie is unbelievable. It topped Bad Boys from the other day when I saw Bad Boys in 8K. It was that good.
wow.
So, without further ado, let me share it here. You've got to pick this up. It's a
I'm getting
must.
ready.
It's
I'm
a
getting ready.
must if you have subwoofers. It is an absolute must. You have to have quality subwoofers for this. I'm telling you.
Quality subwoofers.
Speed Racer.
Oh,
I'm telling you guys, the best bass hands down throughout the entire year, or maybe even last year that I've watched a movie.
Jesus Christ! Did you like just reconnect some of your subwoofers, or like?
No.
is there another Speed Racer, like a newer
This
one?
is a
I feel
remake.
like this
So
is an old one.
so what
There's
happened?
A newer
This-
one, right?
No, they just released this in 4K, is what happened. They re-released it in 4K, and the picture quality is phenomenal. I am telling you guys, you've got to check this out. So it's really, really good. I took a bunch of pictures, but since we're kind of time constrained and I want to give these guys their time today, I mean, I would go through some of them, but let's see. See if I can get this.
Man, I wasn't.
I mean,
planning
just the colors alone in this. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus.
I wasn't planning.
Yeah, I
to
did
buy a
hear this
bunch of
movie had
movies.
some really exotic colors in it. Pretty neat.
Spectral highlights.
Yeah.
So that's just, just the colors alone are just popping everywhere from this. Let me see if I can find another one.
Colors are shouting at.
Yeah,
I immediately want to know what Shane Lee would rate it.
so there's not. I'll be honest with you. There's not a lot of Atmos. There's plenty of bed layer and bass. Plenty of bed layer and bass. It's a pretty static mix for Atmos, but I'm telling you, I've not heard anything better for bass. If you want to showcase your theater, your subwoofers.
Hmm.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So,
Okay.
but yep, that is my movies for the week, and I gotta watch the other two episodes of the Hunt You Down one, the I Will Find You movie, and
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know what the result was for that. But yeah, now if you want to test your subwoofers all day long, better than the race scenes are awful. Please park your mind at the door. The race scenes are absolutely CGI stupid. But the bass from the race scenes and all the surround and everything else, good. It's really good. So, all right, we'll move on from that. So
Check it out.
yeah, absolutely. So, Mr. Jim, how are you, sir? Appreciate you joining the show.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, like always, whenever I try to schedule a guest, more than likely they come from people posting on Facebook their theaters and stuff like that. And your theater definitely caught my eye. I mean, you definitely have a beautiful theater. So can't wait to show that to our audience here. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What got you into the hobby?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. I can tell you that me getting into the hobby is kind of a funny story. And it happened by accident. I used to live in Illinois, and I was furnished, so we decided to finish the basement. And I've always been interested in surround sound and having good sound and having some kind of good system, right? But as I was sort of kind of designing it, what happened first is we went out as soon as we got as soon as we decided to do the whole basement, we immediately went out and bought couches. Not sure why we did that, but we immediately started like shopping for furniture. And so we got a couch and a sofa, and that was it. And I think they sat in the garage for 2 years while I built the basement. But the story goes is I had a space that I had set up that was going to be kind of a media room, right? It was going to be the couch, maybe in like an L kind of shape, and a TV, and then speakers, and I was definitely going to do a surround sound system, but I wasn't thinking how I think now for any of that. But I was designing this, and I was doing it in CAD, so I was able to draw out everything and see, and I measured the couches, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, the whole L shape, how a normal living room would, just isn't really working out. It's up against the wall. I just didn't like it. And so I was kind of joking to myself, and I put the couches in a theater kind of space. I'm like, hey, we could do that. Like, that would be something. And my wife actually really liked it. She really liked that idea. Nice. And so thousands of hours of YouTubes later, here we are. I've got a 120-inch screen. I've got the whole 7.2.4 Dolby Atmos system going. And yeah, so that's how I got into it, was we bought the couches too soon kind of deal. So that's how that goes.
So prior to that, were you like a movie fan, or did you, is it something that you may have seen at someone else's house or anything like that to get you interested into the surround sound?
I think me and my wife have always been into movies. We're big Star Wars fans. We're big movie fans. We love all the Marvel stuff that comes out. So we've always been a fan. We always like going to the theater and doing that. So I think that's kind of how that accident happened. I was already going in that direction. I've always had some cheap kind of surround system, something better than a sound bar. I've always had that, and I've always been interested in that kind of thing. And I've always loved the experience that you can get when you're totally immersed in a movie, and the audio. To me, the audio really makes it come alive.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. So, how about you, Dana? What got you into the hobby, sir?
I had an uncle that liked to listen to music in his car, and he had a pretty nice. This was '80s, just a nice radio cassette and speakers in his doors. They were really loud, so I started listening to him, and I was hooked ever since. So then I, joined the military. I was into car audio. I was that kid that wanted the best sounding system you could have. JL Audio, MB Court, had Phoenix Gold, all those old
Phoenix Gold.
all the old car audio stuff. And I was never like never did those DB drag races, but I would hear the cars, and got to where I could tell if someone had JL Audio, Orion. Now my roommate was an installer, and he'd say, "No, you can't. I'll build a box and show you that you can't." But the smoothness of that JL was so nice that I would go sit in my car for hours and listen to that stuff. And once I could afford the MB Cord speakers, I added to that. So now all those things are kind of long gone. It's all different now.
For sure, yeah.
I did get tucked in some Audio Frog speakers from the front of my car, so I did do that again. Never heard of them, but seem to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I had the Altex Lansings, the Phoenix Gold. I had Rockford Fosgates. So I know right where you
definitely. I think I probably had all of them. Just back and forth and trying to find the next.
Man, JL made great subs back in the day, man.
JL still makes good subs. I don't know what you mean.
I
remember pushing them JLs back when I was doing that too.
Yeah, it's the same. They were a little more expensive too, so it was one of those things where I'm just going to try the Kicker for now, and no, I guess I'll do the Rockford, and nope, still not there. Yeah.
The square kicker.
Yeah, the square guy. Isobaric or whatever. It was Solo Bear. Yeah. Those. I lived in that world until the mid '90s or almost 2000. Yeah.
My first car was a Chevy Cavalier. It was the box style. So me and my friend, 12 o'clock midnight, cutting the back braces out of the seat to be able to push the 2 15-inch Rockford Fosgates right through.
Oh my god!
So there was no back seat. It was hopefully my wife's not listening, but it was good for the girls because you go by, we were in Maryland. You go by and they'd be like, "Sorry, we don't have a place to sit in the back. You got to sit on our lap."
In front. Yeah, that was a friend of mine. I was always teasing because I wanted to sound good, and he goes, "I want people to hear me." It's a whole different thing,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I still get bit by that every once in a while. Now that I drive so far, I keep trying to doctor up the stereo, so I've have separates in the car now and subwoofer still, but 10s now, not 12s. So I had always been into that. So those same stores, I live in Washington State, and there was a town here that had 3 separate car audio stores real close together. All had all the equipment, like each one hold different things. And then a couple of those stores also had the home theater and avenues for that. You could go in and listen to some rooms. And of course, I never have a house, so I have a place to put it. So I get some stuff of 5.1 set up and take it to my friends and listen to it there until I got out. And by the time I got out of the military, I had 5.1 set up and car stuff, and I was ready to go. Then when I moved to Washington after I finished school, the Magnolias. I don't know if you guys had the Magnolias in the Midwest or East Coast. I know they got bought out by Best Buy. But in Washington, I think
now nobody's even in the department anymore.
Yeah, no one's in the department. Yeah,
it's just empty.
Yeah, when I lived in Washington, they did the full stores of Magnolia Hi-Fi. That was before they got bought out by Best Buy. So I had 3 or 4 of them over here, and there was all just home theater, car audio, and nice stuff.
Wow.
And we would go in there and listen to something. And I heard that's where I heard the nice, they had rail all over the place. They had the Martin Logans and the detail you could get out of those rooms because they were set up nice. I remember trying to figure out how to get that, and I always had small apartments or a house, so it was tricky. But I would just go over there all the time and either dream and try and figure out. So I'd get the 5.1 set up or the small speakers. I had PSB for a while, also very nice speakers.
Yeah.
Paradigm. I would switch them out and just have a living room 5.1 set up the best I could, and then so finally I was able to build a house a few years ago and start trying to decide what to do. Even then, I thought I am not going to have a theater because I don't think I'm going to want to spend the money on that. It's just a big TV. Well, I got the 77-inch OLED, and I'm sitting there going, this doesn't really feel like a theater. I'm 8 feet away. I met a fellow who lives up here by me. He actually has some videos online. He's I guess it's a theater design company. I mean, he's pretty good. He's got some stuff in there. He doesn't post much, but I went to his place and he had a real nice demo with the big screen, and I ended up buying his projector. So that's how I started with the whole projector thing. Because I thought, I'm not going to do that. I did build a room 15 by 18, preparing myself for things. But
good size room. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know if I would ever. What I would do next. I even had the wires run and I had that stuff. But yeah, it's definitely been a journey, and it's lots of fun.
Yeah. We all got. I think we all got sucked in because I know, like Jim, you talked about hours and hours of YouTube videos. I mean,
oh yeah,
gosh, man, I can remember being up. So my friend, he started the coming on the podcast with us. Gene, we would be up at 2 and 3 in the morning talking about, audio, and Paul and myself and Ike, we would be on the after show of the Daily Hi-Fi till freaking 3 and 4 in the morning. Just the bug grabs you, man, and it's like you can't consume enough information, right? You're watching video after video and reading it just as much as you can. So it's
well, that's right. One of the most torture things to me was I would go listen to try and figure out sound. I want good sound. But yet you listen to a 2-channel or some speakers that sounded good with music, and they didn't sound good with the movies. So Magnolia had that split up well. They'd have like M&K, which sound great for movies. Then they had Vienna Acoustic and some, I don't know, Martin Logan. Sounded great for music, but so I would torture myself trying to figure out how to blend them.
And think about that bug. I've been bit by that bug for 30 years now, almost.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But forums, videos, asking the experts, that kind of thing for hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I mean, just countless hours of watching videos, and I blame Taurus. Taurus was on the show for introducing me to Lumigen. He's like, yeah, this is the best. He's talking to. Who was he talking to? He's talking to the calibrator, Chris Deering.
Yeah.
He had him on his show. Actually, Chris is out in your neck of the woods out there, Dana, somewhere.
Yeah. He came to my house. So
yeah. I heard him a long time ago interviewing him, and they talked about the Lumigen. I'm like, oh, I gotta figure what the hell is a Lumigen? I gotta figure this out. So, I'm just trying to dive in and figure every piece of equipment and everything else like that. And then I start talking about this stuff to Gene and myself and Matt Blair. Matt Blair used to wake up super early in the morning to do workouts and stuff like that. He's got a dealer. He's a dealer for high end up in Maryland also. And I mean, we would be chit chatting at 2 and 3 in the morning because I was running my cookie route at that time, and we're talking home theater throughout the whole day. So yeah, no, I definitely understand when you're first starting out how you can easily pick up the bug. So, so Jim, what about your theater, man? Tell us a little bit about that. I think you got some pictures, some construction pictures, right?
Yeah. I feel like showing construction photos is like showing pictures of my kids.
But man, look, I think that is the most underrated part of the theater, to be honest with you, because not a lot of people show it. Not a lot of people show okay, how did I isolate this subwoofer? How did I isolate this wall, right? Or what did I do to help soundproof this? And I think that is just as vital, or if not more vital, than your final product, right? So I always love showing builds. If somebody's halfway through, if you're halfway through your theater and you'd like to be a guest on the show, I'm going to segue here. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, shoot us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. We'd love to see your build process. We'd love to track it along the way. I think we might get some of that with Abe and his new client over here that's in the chat with us, right? We maybe we can get some of that build process also when he's building his theater there. So
yeah, that would be cool.
Mr. Macroprosy, yeah. So he's been on the show a couple times too. So, but yeah, no. By all means, I can have a great time looking at your construction pictures because I'm sure I'll have plenty of questions.
Yeah, especially for me because I did all of the work in my new theater. I did all of the work myself. So all of that has kind of become the interesting part also, is just how it's built, and that was a lot of the research, was how do I do this? What do I want to do and what do I need to do to accomplish that? But yeah, I can steal the screen here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm gonna show you this anyways, because why? Because why not? So this was the original theater, and maybe you guys saw that. I actually built this. About 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. This was done. This was one of the original pictures. And I do have to give myself a plug here. You can see all the acoustic panels on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I made those.
Oh, nice.
Those do not. I don't think those exist. But you can see the thickness. So I wanted this hex panel design and that whole look of it. So I actually ended up making those by hand, and I do sell those on my Etsy page.
There you go. Plug away, man. Plug away.
So yeah, the Etsy page is JDS Acoustic House.
Yeah,
you can find those for sale on there.
If you put it in private chat over here, we'll post it for you.
There you go.
The JDS Acoustic.
Oh, I like that live edge table, man. That's nice.
Yeah, thanks. And this was the Illinois house, so I don't live here anymore. But this was the original one. That's where it started from, and I just get excited. I get excited about the design also. So I thought I would share.
That's awesome. Yeah, for sure.
These
Got
are
live edge bar in the back too. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yep, the electric panel is nice and shown there. That got covered later. So, all right, but onto the new one.
So before you dive into that, tell us a little bit. What's the dimensions of the room?
So yeah, the room dimensions. I actually was gonna show that. I can show that here.
Oh, there we go.
Let's do one of these.
Might need to go full screen.
So the room dimensions are basically 12 feet wide by 18 feet long.
Okay.
This is the space right here. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Trying to zoom in here. But
so it's like it's called a grand room, like a living room area, right?
Yeah. So this was a guest suite. And when we moved here, this was part of my requirements to move here. As you saw in the basement theater before, I was dead set on having that space again, and I really wanted to take it to like the next level.
Okay.
So luckily, this house kind of checked all the boxes. The wife really loved it, so that was great. And there was this nice space right here for me. It's a little smaller than before, but I made it work.
So what was the size of it? I'm so sorry.
12 by 18 is the finished size.
Okay.
Whoa. What's the height?
The height in there is I think it's 9.5 feet.
That's a good size.
Yeah.
Something like that. So here you can see this was the room. This was day one. Starting it, I made a couple holes in the wall. So that is what the room looked like before. It's just builder grade, it's paint. And here's me ripping down some of the walls. You can see this is a load-bearing wall also. Those are 2x6s.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that. The guest suite had a pretty bad entrance though. You can see here that entrance was later closed off. But you'll see in there before. I'm not sure. So what this is.
You had a notch around that pipe, it looks like.
Yeah, so here we are stepping out into the living room, looking into the theater. And this is where the theater entrance is now. I ended up cutting all this out and closing off the other doors because it just didn't make sense for an entrance. I didn't like the double doors, and it really would have made for a bad entrance.
Okay.
So you can see here I've got a nice header in there. And that is the new entrance.
So you tackled the load-bearing wall, huh?
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, definitely did it to specs. There's more jack studs in there now. Some of those are missing, but there's plenty of there's plenty header there and jack studs there.
Now is that door in the front of the theater or in the rear of the theater?
So that is the back of the theater.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you're walking right into the back of the theater.
Very nice.
And I did decide, so part of the theater build was to also build a whole media wall, the whole stone thing, and I put bookcases there. You guys will see the secret in a moment. But did bookcases and did the whole wall for a TV and for the whole living room setup. And I really wanted really good soundproofing, so I did an additional wall, and I did use the hush frames. You can see, I think one of them right there, I ended up using hush frames and attached this whole new wall to the hush frames, so that whole false wall is decoupled
very
from
nice.
the space. There's a better look of it there. So that entire wall was decoupled, other than the floor. Some of these photos, I don't know why I took them, but here you can see the stage starting to take effect, and then there. So that's where the entrance was before, off to the right, and it's now walled off.
Okay.
We're starting to take shape here. This is probably now we're probably getting into like month 6 at this point. This is like 6 months of work here for that. But the riser is taking shape. I've got my server rack is in there. There is the entrance, and you can see the kitchen.
Okay, very nice.
And we're taking shape here. You can see my projector hush box up there.
Projector box up there, very nice. Now, did you have to reroute any AC ductwork or anything like that?
You can see in the top left, I did. I left what was there.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have done a little more than that, but I kept the return and I kept the 2 supplies that were in the room. I felt that was going to be enough.
Now, I see in the hush box that you also have some kind of exhaust in there also, right?
Yeah. So
is that exhaust or is that providing for cooling?
That is that's exhaust for the projector heat.
Okay.
This way I can close off and make that a complete hush box if I want to, and then I've got that running to the server room, and I can hook up a fan and have air being pulled out of there, so all the heat can get pulled out, and then that goes back into the return supply.
Very nice.
Is what that is for, which I'm not currently using at the moment, but that's a future upgrade. So we can see all the rock wool is going in now. All the insulation things are taking shape. I'm starting to frame out for the tray ceiling, which was horrific, by the way. It was not.
So you pulled all your wires and all that stuff like that?
Yep. Did all that. And I decided at the last minute, I decided that the decoupled wall wasn't enough. I was scared that not decoupling the wall inside the theater was going to cause some of the house frame to shake, because the kids' bedrooms are upstairs. So at the last minute, I decided to use hush frames on the inside as well, which really made it not cool for work, because then I have to. So then I have these hush frames going everywhere, and doing that around the tray ceiling was just problematic and not cool.
I like that LED that you put in there. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that was another thing that I really, really wanted to go in there, and it was a lot of hard work, because I'm doing hush frames, I'm doing 2 layers of drywall, 5/8 drywall, and then trying to get this channel in there. It was like, it's like, how can I make it any harder? It's like,
because you can if you're Don, just like me.
Yeah.
So I get crap all the time because my theater took me 5 years to build, and I'm still not done.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I'm like you. I did everything myself. So
yeah. This part was actually kind of easy. The ceiling, it was like, oh, okay, it's just a flat surface. Like, oh, this is easy now. But you can see all the hush frames I put in there. So everything is decoupled, and then on furring strips. This was some of the designing I did for the Hover Easy that I have.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, that was another definite happening.
So you definitely got to buy Speed Racer now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at it. It's coming together now. We're getting exciting.
Oh, got some carpet there.
Carpet is in now. Yeah.
Wow.
I like the carpet. Did you do the carpet yourself too?
No, that was, I wasn't doing that.
Okay. Yeah. Most people don't do the carpet themselves.
Yeah. Well, installation is free. So it's like, if you buy the carpet,
right,
it's the installation is kind of free anyway. So I didn't think that was a
you think it's free. It's baked into the cake, but whatever.
Yeah. I know. I'm just telling myself that it was free. So here the server rack is inside the wall. Oh, look at me. I'm designing speakers, subwoofers now.
Look at that.
Check that out.
Yeah. I got the whole program downloaded, and what is that speaker box program? I can't think of it, but yeah, I downloaded that, made sure I was doing all this correctly. So there's that. I did I built the boxes myself.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's the full Marty.
Yep, that's a full Marty with the brand new Dayton 18s.
The Ultimax 2.
Yeah, the Ultimax 2, but it was like brand new. Like they just came out with a new one.
Right.
This was like what, like a year ago or something.
Mm-hmm. The Ultimax 2. It's called the 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
full like on Marty's. I might have to make a trip to Tampa.
Yep. This is me turning everything on, and I think I was playing some music, but you can see some of the Florida power problems because I'm at 110 voltage. So it's still in the green though, but here we go. Here's the Hover Easy.
The Hover Easy.
Yeah.
This is what we talked about before, Abe, where the guy used inner tubes and sat the couch on top of this to where.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you guys ever have any questions or anything, this by far is the coolest thing I think I have in the theater.
Really? I've never experienced that.
It's fun. It is fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have several people in Kansas City that have them.
The greatest part is watching people's like faces and like watching them turn around. Like I'll be behind at the bar and playing a demo, and then watching them like turn around being like, what's doing that? and I'm just smiling like the seat is going crazy and stuff.
So what are those JBLs? Are they the 12-inch ones?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
those are
sometimes you can pick them up pretty cheap, right? That model for like $99 or something like
it's
that.
It's $30 on Black Friday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which I did not. I think I missed that sale, and I kind of
people buy them in bulk quickly.
Yeah. I think
you just set the couch on top of that, or how does that work? What like that's
so Abe's asking how it works, Jim.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
You put another platform on top of that.
Another platform
so
on that.
Like a sandwich. So the air pressure is moving the couch easily because the couch is kind of floating on those inner tubes. And you have to air the inner tubes up at the right air pressure and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so look at me. I took some spare carpet because everything's got to look good, right?
Right.
So we took some spare carpet, kind of hit the platform.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, you can see the inner tubes there. I wonder if I don't think I took a picture, but all of the inner tubes are connected with push connect fittings. So I have two air lines running, and I can pump it up if I need to. I can bring in an air compressor, and I can remotely kind of fill all those. I don't need to remove the couch to fill.
That's cool.
You got air shocks in your couch, like raise it up.
Hey man, you got a pre-plan, right?
You know what? Been doing this for a while. I have never done that. Yeah, that's crazy. Is it? I have to check that.
So the one in Kansas City, what's his name? Chirpy. Is it Chirpy that has that one?
Yeah.
No, Sheldon. Sheldon has it. Sheldon has the Hover Easy.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's like an amusement ride, man. It's full on. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see I've connected each, because this is going to be a problem if air comes down. Like, I'm not taking the couch off. Like, this is going to be a huge deal. So I took the time and bought all the components. So I've got an airline fitting that's off to the side, and I can pump up the back tubes or the front tubes separately.
Oh wow,
because
that's creative. That definitely is creative.
Yeah, I feel like I screwed up here a little bit, because the speaker was supposed to be in the center of the platform, but unfortunately, just how everything worked out, it ended up being a little forward. So I needed the tubes to be in the back as well to make it balanced. So,
and what are those? Just like 20-inch bicycle tubes? Or
yeah, there's something specific. There was supposed to be the FAT, FAT, the fat tubes, but I couldn't find them. But I needed a certain size so that they would fit correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That was some of this that I was doing. This right here.
Okay.
That's what that is designing. I'm trying to put those speakers right in the middle of all that and figure out where to cut the holes and everything. So yeah, there we go.
Man, that's pretty cool. I like the way that like that Hover Easy. I definitely got to come check that thing out for sure.
Yeah, I need to check that out too. That's interesting. I've never seen that.
You guys are invited anytime. So come on over. I love showing it off. So come on over.
Absolutely.
Anytime. Look at the theaters going together a little better.
They got the clips and the full Martys there.
Yep. Yes, that center channel is too high. Yes, I know that. I do plan on getting another left-right tower and putting that in the middle of that.
Okay.
So
There
that's
you
kind of.
go.
So what's under there?
I'm covering that let me see if I have a thing of that. The server rack, here it is. You can see that platform. That's what this is. The server rack is like 9 inches above the floor. And to roll it out, I need to roll it out to get back there. This did not work out how I planned. But it is what it is. So the server rack, I have this big platform to roll the server rack onto. Okay. So this platform, I can pick it up, put it behind the screen to store it. And then if I need to get back there, I can move the platform, put it down, and roll the server rack out to get back behind there.
I see.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's kind of cumbersome, but you can see the kind of the space there.
I like the fact that you went ahead and you wrapped the carpet for that, to make it match with a lip like that. That looks pretty good.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it does. Good.
Yeah, that was my theme going into this one. I really wanted it to look super professional and make it look really nice. I wanted people to like just be wowed, when they come over and I'm like, hey, I have a home theater. Like, what are they thinking, right? Like these, all my friends, everyone I know, everyone has TV and they're using TV speakers, maybe a sound bar, right? So, getting people to come over and look at your theater, they're thinking it's just like a projector on the wall or something, but
right, for sure.
Then they step into the Willy Wonka kind of chocolate factory of home theaters, right?
Especially with the hoveries, for sure.
Yeah, here's a picture of the kids on it, and I tried to like turn it up, and you can see it moving. This was a 5 hertz YouTube channel demo, so it's rocking a lot more than usual, but.
Oh man, no, I've experienced that, and you kind of giggle when you first, but when it's tuned right, it is really cool,
So we're jumping ahead here a little bit, but you looks like you put the bar in, got a nice granite top one there, and you did the star ceiling. Did you do that yourself, or did you buy panels to put together for that?
Yes. Wow, what an adventure that was. But that took me a month to install. I did everything myself. On the previous theater, I purchased it. So I purchased 2 4x8 panels, and then installed the panels myself for the last theater. But it was expensive. It was like $3,300 for just that 8x8 space. Going into this theater, I loved the star ceiling and I wanted to make it bigger, better, greater. And so this is a 10 by 12 space for the stars here. And I DIY'd everything.
Do you have pictures of the DIY? Because I need to see that.
I do, but not in this collection.
Not in that collection. You'll have to share that with me. And you did the slatted walls in the back. I like that with the blue lights in the back, the LEDs in the back too.
Yep. That was
very nice.
Yeah, that looks great.
That was a style that I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure something was there. The slat wall really goes great with those LEDs too. Like,
yeah.
If you're doing a slat wall anywhere, I feel like it needs LEDs like that.
For sure. Now it's sometimes people will make them different heights too. One will start at the bottom and the other one will start from the top.
That was
the next rows.
That was the original plan. But
so you did the sconces and all that stuff too. Oh, is this an entranceway?
Yeah. So here we can show you the entrance. So there is there's the media wall that I did. which is another project all in itself. But here is the entrance to the theater.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
And all,
Oh boy.
Very creative. I like it.
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, excellent.
Very, very creative. Loving that. I'm loving that for sure.
Hey man, great job.
You did. What about the door there? So did you? It looked like a super thick door. What did you do? Anything special for the door?
Well, yeah, it's I built all of that out of 3/4 maple plywood. But yeah, I did the whole bookcase. I did all of that myself. But my wife wanted it to be 12 inches deep because we plan on storing stuff in here and everything. But so she wanted it to be really deep, which was a challenge to also get an out-swinging secret bookcase door. So that was a challenge.
How far did you have to taper the inside portion of that in to make it not rub when you're or what kind of hinges did you use for that?
It's on a pivot hinge, so on the bottom and on the top left of it, there's like a bolt. There's a cylinder and a bearing. It's actually riding on a bearing.
It's kind of an offset pivot hinge, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I actually designed the whole thing in 3D, so I could get the right spacing for the pivot and make sure the door was going to work out correctly.
And you built that whole thing and everything.
Yes.
In hardware. Hey, great job. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, this was another must-have. You can also see my little contraption for the
book pull.
Yep, for the book pull. That worked out pretty well. Probably should paint that part, but
you should patent that.
Yeah, this was the piece up here was kind of hard to find. Also, I had to Amazon that for a while because I needed it to pull and then pull down. Everything else wanted it to like go in, like it was reverse. So this was the reverse way of how they normally sell them.
Yeah,
I'm definitely reaching out to you about
that is great
about my windows now because
yeah, I think he might have some solutions there
for sure. Yeah,
that is too cool, man.
That
right
cool.
There probably
I did
come over. It's like
I did a theater a long time ago where the client wanted the hidden bookcase and you know we ended up outsourcing it. We found a company that did it but I was always curious about it. It turned out great, but I'm amazed. That's just incredible.
But I'd be like, where are you taking me? You know?
Yeah, or you're like, well, this is a pretty cool theater, I guess. And then you open a bookcase. You're like, what?
Cool.
For sure. No.
Thank you. That actually happened too. We had some friends over and I was literally like just done with it. And I was just about to post it on Facebook and everything. But we had some friends over and they had no idea I was building this. They had no idea. So they're over, we're having some drinks and, this was for the Kentucky Derby. This was for the Derby. We're having people over for the Derby. They had no idea that this was here. And so the Derby was about to start and I'm like, all right, guys, hey, I got a bigger screen to watch this on. Let's go watch it. And they're like, oh, where's that? And sure enough, I walk over there, pull the door, and everyone was like, "What the heck? Like, what is going on?" And then
oh, he's taking us to his red room. No.
Oh man, no, that's fantastic, man. I love it.
Watching everyone's faces and their reaction was the highlight of my life.
It's strong enough that you can pull it too, right? Like kind of like a door handle to get it to move, you know. So it's with the bookcase itself, it's kind of like a handle that you can pull out too. It looks like so. Yeah,
I felt like that was kind of janky. I did at first because I just kind of put it in. I put that book is a it's not a book. It's actual it's like a container. It's like a wooden container.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used it. So it's supposed to be like a fake book,
right?
But it's all wood, so I was able to screw in there. And I just put a hinge out in front, and then attach the cable to it. So that book is kind of floppy, but it has a good feel to it though. When you pull the book, it's got a good like secret latch like feel to it, which I was happy about.
That's cool. And is it like normal door latch, or how does it close? What side does it the pin go in, or to keep it latched?
Yeah, so you can see that it's on a cable, and that is it's kind of like a it's kind of like a door, because that the part up there is angled like a door would be, and then right here you can see where I have a hole in a strike plate.
Okay, so that's where it latches into. Okay.
Yeah, I probably should paint that better also.
That's freaking cool, man. That is awesome. So talk to us about some of the equipment that you got in there. So what are you running for projector?
Yeah, so I'm running,
actually let's wait to do that till you do the actual tour. Do you want to go ahead and grab your phone and
we can
go ahead and do the actual tour? So Magic asked, what LED strips did you use for your ceiling? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah, they're the Govee Pros. I'm using Govee LEDs everywhere. Just because it's easier to control.
Is that like the rope style, or is that the like the Cobb style? Do you know that you can cut anywhere?
It is not. I actually was a little disappointed with them.
Yeah, most of the Govees you can't cut. Yeah,
you can cut a lot of them.
Well,
they're limited on how you cut them though. You have to cut them in specific. You have to cut them between the chips because they control a segment at a time.
Yeah, it's the Govee Pros, but it's just a strip light. It's not the Cobb, the chip on board lights.
Okay.
But it is their Pros. They were expensive. I wanted to use the cheaper ones, and I did at first. But they were I was getting hot spotting, and I was super upset about it. And so I went up to the Pros, which are 60 LEDs per meter, instead of 30, and that helped. But there is still some hot spotting. If you look at that.
So it's just not diffusing it all the way, right? So you're seeing the actual LED.
Yeah, in some cases, not when you look at it, but in some spots you can kind of see some hot spotting still, which I was a little disappointed with, but whatever.
Well, that looks good though.
So Tony says everyone starts with Cliff, and I'm wondering if we really should move past that. Yeah, I mean, Clips makes a good speaker. They really do. The only thing I say is, if you like horns, absolutely, this is a great speaker for Paul, you ran Clips for the longest time, right? You were able to get them.
Man, you best. I mean, they have really good value. They sell expensive speakers, but they're a mass seller, so you can find 2-year-old $4,000 a piece speakers for like $1,000. You ain't finding that in any other brand.
For sure.
They have to be like 20 years old.
I did upgrade. I did upgrade to the RP line. So in the old theater, I was on the regular cheap ones, and I'm no like speaker connoisseur at all. I think I bought those during COVID also, so I couldn't really like kind of listen to that. But the wife really liked the look of them. So once I got the spousal acceptance, that's kind of sealed the deal there also.
Yeah, for sure. I ran with I had the RP line and I had the cheaper brand, and actually the cheaper brand, I like the center speaker of that better. So you will definitely enjoy getting a matching tower for their center channel, because it's got a bigger dip in it than the towers don't have it at all. where the center channel, it's surprising how much more cohesive it will make your front stage. I'll just tell you that. You will love that upgrade.
Okay, good.
That I had that RP center and I took it out to put in the cheaper version because it sounded better. That RP is just kind of a matchy for the looks, not for the quality, in my experience. And I measured it too. So just to, because I was like, man, this doesn't even sound as good. It went higher in frequency, but the tonality overall didn't match at all.
Man, I look, he says, you wonder if I can impress him. I enjoy going to every theater, man.
Yeah,
I really do. I always
like my clips, you know, but
for sure. I so one thing that I do is I look, if you enjoy it, I enjoy it. That's the way I look at it, right?
The only time I'll judge you is if you tell me it's $1 million. Then now I really want to see what you're talking about.
For sure. It's like, okay. So, and I'm not judging you.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's the only time
I'm judging myself.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn,
I pay $1 million for a speaker. I'm like, it better sound way better than my clips at $1 million.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not judging you. I'm judging. What I'm saying is, well,
yeah,
shit.
I'm judging my own pockets.
I only spent $100,000 for mine, and it sounds pretty damn close to this $1 million. You know,
the one that I had in Indiana was all in wall. It was all like hidden. You know what I mean? Like you didn't even know I had a theater. You know, and I had a rear projection. You know, and all that stuff. I like that one too. But it didn't sound nearly as good as what I have these days, you know.
Well, like I've said before, but really, you know, if you do things right and you pay attention to the room and do things, it doesn't really matter what, you know, you find the speaker you like, you put it in, and if you like it, you enjoy it. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
You able to join now with your phone, Jim?
Yeah. Let me get in there.
To your keyboard. Just gonna mute your other mic. Whereas the other found it.
Okay. All right, let's bring him up. You do it, Ike, because if I do it, then I'm gonna block you out. So
we gotta wait for him to get to that
door.
Okay. Man. That's all I want to see. Let us know when you get to the door.
Yeah. One of my best experiences.
There. Okay.
All right. Can you turn it in landscape mode?
Turn your camera landscape.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he's got the Hulk theme going.
This would be the Matrix theme.
Matrix theme. Okay.
Oh.
Man, the slots. I've been wanting to put the slots in my theater, man.
Those are cool.
Every time I see them, they look good.
Yeah, they definitely look good. I have an idea for the back of my theater that kind of like what he did in his other theater. I'm going to run it by Abe and see what he thinks. But anyway,
I'm doing it this week.
So you got the projector hush box up there. Looks nice. What projector you got inside of there?
I have an Epson 6050.
Looks like you and Paul are brothers.
Yeah, that's the exact same one I have.
Wow.
Yeah, what a great little warrior of a projector. It's kind of, I feel like it's kind of aging now, and I would like to upgrade, but for now, I mean I think it works great.
Yeah, it does. You can always get it. Well, how many you really need to change the bulb at 3,000 hours on those?
Yeah, and it came with an extra bulb, and I think I'm at 1,800 or 1,900 hours right now.
Yeah, so you're like half, almost. Yeah, the brightness is crazy. You get used to it, but man, when I changed it, I was like, oh my god! I was measuring in lux, and I think I went from like 12 to like 100. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, man, this is a nice looking theater. So
I like it. I like the projector.
So what do we got across the front? So you got the clips. You still got the clips across the front?
Yeah. I got This was this was another Youth Man thing.
I was gonna say you did a Youth Man deal here, huh?
Yeah, which I didn't do the struts because I don't think I have the space to, but it was too hard for now. But I put it on hinges, and that actually worked great to put it on hinges.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it worked out. It worked out so well actually putting that in the.
What screen is it?
The screen is a Seymour Center Stage.
Okay.
And I did build that and DIY it also myself, and that was another thing that actually worked out really well.
So he's got the RP
you made the
series.
frame, and then you got the screen from them and put in your frame.
Correct. I made the frame, and I bought the screen material from them.
Oh, crazy! Awesome.
Yeah, I looked at that too. It's fairly cheap to do it that way. You know, it's like
it was less than it was like less than 400 for the material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frame's usually the most expensive part.
Yeah. Man, that's nice though. You did and you made the frame out of wood, or what did you make the frame out of?
Yeah, it's wood. And I was talk about being upset. I forgot to put black fabric in or paint it black. And I feel like maybe I rushed it. It looks like I did it out of probably the same maple plywood as I did the cabinets in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can see that I kind of shoved some fabric in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the backside. Yep.
Yeah, and that was after the fact. I turned everything on, and you can just barely see the frame. And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that." But I was able to like kind of sneak fabric back there on that portion, and I don't see the frame around the edges. I was only seeing it in the middle.
Well, Seymour makes a black fabric that you can put across the whole back.
Yeah, but they were saying that as long as it's black behind there, that you didn't need that.
Okay.
And then of course I was thinking about audio too. Like, is this going to be a problem for audio?
Yeah, I believe it's 100% acoustic transparent. So the question is, are they RP or RF series for the clips?
They're the 8000. They're the RP 8000F 2s or something.
Very nice, very nice. And you did all the black velvet and everything else yourself around the frame?
Yeah, that's fabric. I'm trying to think where the fabric came from. This stage, I was going to do a baffle wall, so I kind of built this whole thing as like a stage. And really, I probably should have not done a wall at all. I should have done a fake wall and fabric the whole wall. But I wanted, you can see the wall here, and I angled the wall. I did that because I thought I was going to want to add wides at one point.
Okay.
But then as I was doing it, I was like, this isn't going to work. There's too much framing back here to even fit a speaker. And so so the whole thing kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But it looks nice.
No, it looks beautiful. So you got the clips in the back, you got the full Martys. What about, and then you got the projectors, the Epson projector. What about equipment rack and stuff like that?
Yeah, I can show you guys the equipment rack. Let me put my phone down. Let's see if I can.
I'm assuming you made the acoustic panels as well.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah.
Little French cleat action.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was hiding the door with the acoustic panel was hiding the door, and so now I can push the door open, and then there's the rack.
Nice.
It's not the prettiest thing, but
so you got is that a Denon?
Yep, that's a Denon 6500. the Panamax PS5. I got the NX6000D for the subwoofers. I got the Dayton Audio amp is for the that's for the Hover Easy.
Okay.
And then that's an old Rotel that I bought on Marketplace. That's a 5-channel that's running the Atmos speakers.
Mm.
And then this banger of an amp, the Outlaw 7700, which is 200 channels times 7, or 200 watts times 7 channels.
Very nice. You're running your front stage off of that?
Yeah,
or
I'm
your whole
running
bed layer, right?
Yep. I'm running the whole bed layer off of that.
So the Denon's like a pre-pro, basically.
Yes.
Very nice. And is that Denon? Are you using Dirac or are you using Odyssey with it?
I am using Odyssey, which actually isn't set up yet, and I need to do some calibration, which is my next steps.
Man, you did this. This looks phenomenal, man. This looks like one of your theaters, Abe.
Yeah, I'm impressed, man. I'm in for DIY.
Look at that. Did you see the shooting star go across too? I just saw that.
Oh, cool. No, you did a great job, man. Really.
Thank you.
That's phenomenal. There goes another one.
Well, it took me about 14 months, 15 months for the whole theater and then the media center, the bookcases out front and everything.
So you said that's a 140-inch screen, right?
It's 135.
135, and it's 235 or 240.
It's like 16. What?
Is that 16 by 9?
Like 16
Yeah.
by 9.
Yep. 16 by 9 ratio.
Yeah.
It looked wider. That's why I thought it was 240. Cinescope. Okay, yeah. Now that I see it straight on, it does look.
I think when we were up close, it looked wider. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Looks like it. Yeah. All right.
Hey, you did a phenomenal job with that, man.
Yeah.
You definitely should give yourself a pat on the back. It looks, aesthetically looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Equipment looks beautiful. So I know who to bring down when we go to do my star ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious what you did because I've built a lot of these myself. After the show, I'd be curious to know how you built that.
It's pretty much. I had really, really good luck doing all the fabric. This was kind of the first time that I've done anything with fabric. And doing the acoustic panels was actually really easy. I do have some. There are some insulation, some corners I probably should fix.
So the corners are soft. That's you just kind of pressed on that. Are your corners soft on those?
No.
Okay,
You can see. You can see some stuff here. You can see the frame. So there's a wood frame, and this is just it's just a wood frame with insulation in there with rock wool.
Yeah, because I've seen people use the Owen Corning and then like harden the edges. So that's why I thought that maybe you just it was frameless. You just wrapped it around.
No, I didn't do that. I actually was trying to do that with the star ceiling actually. But I ended up not doing it because this whole size, the whole tray ceiling is a custom size.
Right.
And it's like 119
now is
by
that
something.
Is that acoustic of the ceiling? Are you wrapping panels or is that wood? You wrap wood.
So it is 1/8 plywood. I really should send you guys some pictures because what a crazy thing I'm doing here, right?
It'd be a great show to have you come back on and just talk about how you built that for sure.
Yeah. And
got an acoustic.
Be more than happy to. So this is a wood frame. It's a 2x2 wood frame with 1/8 plywood. But I wanted acoustic properties as well. So, and 2 of my speakers are up there also. Mm-hmm. So my front 2 Atmos are up there, in there. But so I went ahead and drilled 1 3/4 holes throughout the whole piece of plywood. So I Swiss cheesed the plywood. And I needed the plywood because I needed the insulation that I put in there to stay there and not kind of come down.
Mhm.
You know, you can kind of see the insulation here a little bit kind of poke out, and it's not really flat.
Right.
So that's why all this is wood frame and plywood. So everything was really flat. It's also what, 4 feet wide by 10 feet long. I needed it rigid also.
I was thinking about using like a foam board to do mine.
Well,
Yeah, I wanted to do it that way, but the problem is getting these are 10 feet long.
Are you using the which fiber optic are you using the boards, the LED boards that mount right onto the panel, or you have a bunch of tails gathered to an illuminator?
It's basically, there's fiber optics all running to an LED board. And I bought
for each panel. So you have like an LED board like in the middle of the fiber optic panel, and all your fibers are run off of it, and then you daisy chain those with Ethernet, or is it all?
It's daisy chained. I went with 2 LED boards because I was worried about brightness. For some crazy reason. So
yeah, how many panels that makes up? Like 8 or 6? You guys making up that ceiling?
There's 3.
3. Oh wow, 3 big panels. Okay, and each board has 1 or 2 of these LED modules, and you have those daisy chained, and then you have your Cat 6 run over to your rack to a controller. Okay.
Yep.
Isn't it? And you've got the little Epic controller, Epic Sky controller, or whatever.
Yeah, and it's really janky right now. But yeah, I am using the Epic Sky.
Yeah.
I'm using their LED boards. It's really janky right now, hooked up. But I'm using their LED boards, which wasn't cheap, by the way. I think it was like $1,000 for all the hardware.
Yeah, they're not that cheap, but yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, the Epic Sky, I've used that before. It works good.
Yeah, I wanted it like I had it before, which was more of a professional kind of setup. So I wanted to use more professional equipment.
Mm-hmm. So they supplied all the fibers as well.
They did not. I thought that was going to happen, and they did not. So I went ahead and Amazoned some fiber optics, which actually might have worked out better because I got 3 different sizes then, and I got a nice kit.
Do you have fun drilling all those holes?
Yes, I drilled every single one of them.
Yeah, I've done that. It's a pain in the ass. It takes forever.
There is 8 to 9 stars per square foot.
So what are your
Atmos
stars
than I do, man? I gave about 300 stars. I think I don't even think I made it to 300.
That's great, man.
So what are your Atmos speakers? What are you using clips for Atmos also?
Yeah, I got the clips, the 5800s. There's one that's kind of hidden, but that one has got a cover on it up there.
So how did you attach it to the ceiling? You use like trim head screws and then like pluck the fabric over it, or
what's that? The star ceiling?
Yeah, the panels to the ceiling.
Yeah, you can. I can show you one of my screw ups. I probably shouldn't show you, but can you see that? Yeah. So I wanted it to be secure. So I use like 3-inch drywall screws.
Wow.
Because they were black, and I screwed through the whole thing. Now, what was important about using that was I was able to then use one screw on each side, so 4 screws total. But they are screwed into boards. But the important thing with using that was I was able to then level them because I knew this was going to be a problem. That was the biggest issue I had, was getting them flat within each other.
Yeah, that's always a pain in the ass. Yep.
Yeah, the ceiling is never level.
Well, yeah, not only that, but then the panels that I'm making aren't really, they might not be square.
Right. They warp.
One way we've solved that, especially some of the theaters where we have like multiple panels, where there's like 9 panels making up the fiber optic ceiling, is at each corner we have a square piece of wood, at each corner. So we make a grid work of these square patches, and we level all those. So all those are level. So when we go to put the panels up, they just screw right into they're blocking. They're like blocking squares.
Yeah.
Every corner. So once you level all the blocking squares, then that way those are levels. So you know when you pop the panels in, you'll get that level, or you have very minor adjustment. But yeah, because otherwise it was a pain in the ass to try to get it flat against the ceiling. It's all warped. Or wavy. Yeah.
Awesome. Man, you did a fantastic job on that theater. Looks very nice. Looks very professional.
Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
said, when I saw the pictures online, I was like,
the fact that you tackled that is amazing. Like I said, I know how horrible it is to build those. That's a very good job, man.
Thanks. There was a lot of tool throwing and screaming, and I had a friend over trying to get these up, and that was one of the most, I think, stressful moments, I think, of my life. I think my kids being born was less stressful than
everybody says the star ceilings are nightmares.
They are nightmares. And before the LED boards, way before I could take the history of these banks, before they started making the LED boards, we used to take this enormous roll of tail, fiber optic tails. It'd be coming a roll. And we'd have to run all the tails to each panel and then gather all the tails and put them like in this little sheathing. And we'd have this, by the time you have this tails of fiber optics, it would go to an illuminator that you would remotely locate somewhere. And the illuminator actually had the light source and the twinkle wheel and everything. And it was all, manual, so you had to and that was even worse. Then when they came out with the LED boards, it made it so much nicer.
Yeah, I knew I didn't want to do that, because you'll see some like illuminators are like big. And it would have needed to be remote and in the cabinet, and then I would have needed to put all the strands through a hole, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So
those Epic Skyboards make it so easy.
Yes, I did. However, have to, going into this, I kind of had no idea, but I was asking questions, and the sales guy was kind of like, "Oh, you just do this," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," but they give you these plastic strips with there's 8 LEDs and there's 8 holes in a strip, but you have to take fiber optics and put them through the hole and then glue them on, epoxy glue them on, cut them flush, and then glue that piece onto the board.
Yeah, we're gonna have a master class on this. So
yeah,
I'd love to have you back. Hey Jim, why don't you join us back on the computer? And that way we can get the double dip that we promised today. We're going to give Dana an opportunity to show off his theater today too.
Well, I have to say I've been enjoying Jim's stuff immensely.
Dana's like, I don't even want to follow this one at this point.
Is Dana already upgrading?
I don't want to follow. I don't want to follow
I'm going to add
at
that.
this point,
man. Man, he did a fantastic job on that.
Man. I have to give
I don't have those skills.
Yeah.
What's up, Scotty-O? Thanks for joining us.
What's going on, fellas? Dang, we got a full house, and it looks like someone's insane theater.
Yeah, Scotty-O sent me a player not too long ago. So
nice.
For that.
Oh, hey, Dana, you're on. Nice to meet you.
We
kind of face to face a little bit.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
we got a YouTube home theater hub first. We got a double dip on a home theater tour. Nice. So it only took us 132 episodes to get a double dip on the tour. So
that's really
cool. Yes, and yes, I actually received my second, or we'll say third player from Blu-ray optical drive from Scotty-O. Not to his fault, but the first one came like from California in like 2 days, and I was like, man, this is super quick. And then the post office decided to do something totally different with the second one.
Yeah,
when they were both shipped the same day.
That was like 2.5 weeks, if not longer.
It was 2.5 weeks. It was posted up somewhere. Paul said that they were using it to rip some discs.
Yeah, they had to. Did you check the seal, man? I think they used it, man. Put it back.
Oh man, yeah. So, but yeah, no,
I still haven't hooked it up yet.
This is what Scotty-O sent me. So if you guys are interested, make sure you reach out to them. Tell them how to reach out to you. You still
Yeah,
got
I'll
you
post
still
the
got
link
the
up in a little bit.
Same one I have.
lost the link again, so give me a minute. Like no one's buying in on it. So yeah, if you guys need some, just give me a little bit here. I'll post it up, and
I might need another one, man. But
Yeah, I got that, and then I got the verbatim, the little mini from.
I still want that one.
Yeah, I like the slim one.
I still want the verbatim, man.
So got that one.
I can get them. They're just not very cost effective. Like I've been getting them from Germany. So
Oh wow!
you buy from Germany, and they ship them over here, and yeah, by the time you go through all that, it's like the high prices we're seeing online are kind of legit. Like that's coming all the way back from the distributors up. So there's just price pressure. I just was on the phone the other day with a couple of distributors, and they're like, "Hey, June 30th is the last day before the next price hike comes across from all the manufacturers again." I'm like, ugh. And they're done making them. It's just basically what's available is what's available. So,
right.
Yeah, I'll pull up the form and put it in the link here.
Put it in the private chat. We'll send it out for you for sure. So, Mr. Dana, thanks again for joining us and giving us a little brief history of what got you into home theater. So, you mentioned earlier what size your theater is, but if you could just tell us what you're working with over there.
Yeah, sure. I had we're designing the house and I was scrambling because trying to get the what I needed to do, they got in a big hurry towards the end of everything. So things didn't work out like I wanted them to because I was trying to get some more professional help with the design. But I have the room that I have, it's just kind of a big bedroom, basically. It's kind of almost like you call it a second master.
Okay.
It is it's basically 15 by 20, but I have a closet that I had to add because I have you can see it basically right here.
I see.
Next to me. I have a wide format printer in there. It's one of the ones that prints off 24-inch wide prints, as I did a lot of photography as a hobby, not as a professional. A couple of things hanging here and there. But I couldn't figure out where I would put that. So in discussions with the wife, she said everything needed to be in this giant room that I'm making. So that was how that conversation went. And I had to put the printer in there. I wanted to put the desk in there. So I have a desk. I'm sitting at a desk. So I kind of have in the side of the room here a desk. So it was almost more like a multi-purpose thing that I would use, to do edits to photos. And I think Paul does the photography stuff. But I had there's something about making a print. So it's hard to get rid of it. But I think I'm going to try and get it in the garage. You make a print of something. It's just it's another thing besides just looking at it on your computer.
Right.
So I'm struggling with it. But as far as the room, 15 by 17, I have more of a basic setup. My rack is in the room, and I'll show you that. I have golden ear speakers all the way around. And I remembered one of the things I was listening to you guys talk about it. I know that I think, Don, you were thinking about golden ear a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not a lot of love for golden ear around, so I figured I would share.
Man, that's fantastic because I love the Titan series for sure.
I like the tweeters in the golden ear, and they sound almost more like the Martin Logan electrostats than the Martin Logan motion. It was weird to me to think that they were the similar, so I like the relay back. So I ended up going with those instead of the motion. The motion tweet, the center channel wasn't as fun to me. The guy had both set up so I could hear both of them. I did like the towers on the motion. So I did like, if I could have done a 3, left to center right of the towers, I might have gone the motions, but I'm pretty happy with the golden ear. In terms of detail, they're just really, you can listen to this really low volume and it sounds, pretty amazing.
So you have the Super Center also?
Yes, I have the Super Center XL and I have the Triton 1Rs for left and right. And for the Atmos, I have the it's the 7-inch one, the 7,000, I think, or 7,000, right? Yeah. What's that? Yeah, it's angled. You can kind of twist it to angle it towards the seating position. And I have 4 of those up top. The rear ones, I was trying to decide if I wanted them to be rear Atmos or rear, base layer, but I kept them as Atmos because Yeah, it didn't really make sense. I don't have rears, which is what I'm trying to work on right now. And you'll see that I'm deconstructing this closet and as I show you some things. But I have my subwoofers are the PB3000. I have 2 of them up front, SVS. But I'm having Mike, is it Mike Massimo? Massimo. You guys have had him on before.
Yeah.
You toured his thing.
I know
He
who
makes
you're
this up a lot
talking
of
about.
boxes. I think it's
Yep.
Massimo. Yeah. So he's making me 4 sealed boxes for the 18s. For the Dayton, it's the signature one. It's the newer one.
Oh, that's sick.
I haven't heard those yet, but people are saying they're just a little bit, better built than the Ultimax. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Invasive. They didn't have the 8000 when I did mine. I might have got those.
Okay. So which one did you wind up getting?
The 7000. They were to the right there.
Okay.
HTR 7000. Those are the
Right.
ones up top for my Atmos, and they're aimed right to the center.
Very nice.
And they're just inside my left and right mains.
Yeah, man, I love these speakers, man. Sandy Gross designed these. They sound. I love the sound of these. I thought about doing 4 of these. For 2 in the front, 2 in the back. That way you got subwoofers all around too, because the towers come with the subwoofers built in.
Yeah.
So man,
Yeah.
I do love the Golden Ear sound.
Yeah. I've struggled a little bit with trying to figure out balancing those with the subwoofers, the SVS subs. I don't know if I'm there yet, but it seems.
Did you get the ported, or did you get the sealed SVSs?
Yeah, no, I got they're the PB3000, so they're not the sealed, they're the ported ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I got the sealed, if I did get the sealed ones, what you're saying would have been smarter. I got a really good deal. I'm a sucker for that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Opportunity comes up. Oh yeah, I'll take those because I had the Rel.
No, you can always plug them too. They make plugs for those.
Yeah, actually, I do have them plugged.
Too, so.
I'm running them as sealed. I did. I had the Rel 1205s at first because they were so inexpensive when I was buying everything for the room real fast, and by themselves, the Golden Ear was not quite enough for bass. Great for sound. So, but the 1205s helped. But then, of course, I knew I was missing some oomph there, and then grabbed these when it came up. And PB3000s have been nicer for sure.
For sure.
I played around with sound. I have some homemade panels and some GIK panels up here. Made a big difference. I do think that it was weird to switch into them because I had nothing in here. So you got used to that echoey stuff or whatever. When I put them all up, everything died down a little bit. And I thought, ooh, is that too much? I don't know. But
Yeah, you're like,
over
"Man,
time,
I
I've
gotta
realized
turn it
it's
up
not.
now."
I bought the GAK panels. Someone was selling them, and I put them in the ceiling because I didn't have anything up in the ceiling. And man, I made a big difference with the center channel. I was real surprised. I didn't notice it would, and they're thicker, so maybe it's helping a lot of other things that I don't understand. That acoustic, the acoustician stuff's kind of rabbit hole for me.
Right.
There's a lot of different.
Well, that center channel, it does fire upwards too, right?
Or no, yeah, it's got a stand. It's about. I bought a new one that's a little higher, so it's a little low right now, but it fires up towards my face. Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit of an angle. Yeah, and I just don't know why I think it was better. It was like a weird, all of a sudden cleaner, dialogue.
No, I mean, it's definitely stopping the reflections, from hitting the ceiling,
Yeah. So. And when we wired the place, I had wired it for rears that I was going to put some rears above the closet door, but we couldn't really find them. And I didn't really want to, I started feeling like it wasn't a good spot for them, so we just didn't do it. And I do have some wires in there. And then I've seen people put rears above the closet doors, some people have to. So right. I will probably have I bought some stands, and I bought the Golden Ear, the BRX, what's the bookshelves ones. I bought those, and I'll put those in the rear on stand. See how that works. It's going to be a little tricky because you have to get them up above the seat So I don't know how if the stand's going to be wobbly or what, to make it work in the room. And then I did kind of black out about 3/4 of the room, the front of it, but 3 feet. Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
Wow.
The BRX reference.
Very cool.
Having all the same tweeters.
Yeah, I think they got the passive radio on the side, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I had thought about doing wides, but most people that I've kind of asked questions to, or even I had Chris Deering came out and did the projector, but he said, "Yeah, you're too close. You're too close to your main speakers for wides. It probably wouldn't help you. So they're going to try them out, but it's you could always try. Anything there."
So what is this? What screen are you? You want to go ahead and
Yeah.
Are you using your phone or a tablet or?
I was actually. Let me fix this. Oops, I'm kind of echo because I couldn't see on my phone, so I had to turn on my laptop. But I have it on my phone.
Okay. Yeah,
We should be able to move around.
let's take a look
Now,
at.
I'm not as great at working. I've never used this program.
Yep.
I just got to turn my camera around, I think.
Yeah, sometimes the iPhone might kick you out. So if you click on the camera button down at the bottom and then
Okay.
switch the camera.
Oh, there it goes. Go back. Back dual camera. Back camera.
Mhm.
Must be back camera, I'm guessing, right?
I believe
I have
so.
back dual camera. Can you watch both of them at the same time? I don't know what that is.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. There you go. So see my construction in my desk area here.
There we go.
So I'll slowly go. It's so small for me to see, but I'll try to go slow enough to move.
There we go.
So if you see here, there's a closet here. That I have the big printer. That's a really wide closet, so it fits the printer and a couple other storage things.
Mhm.
But I will likely try and get some. I tried to put a little acoustic panel up there. It broke. I'm gonna try and cover these up, and then I'll put that desk that's there in there because over here I want to put that 18. So I'm getting some really shallow mounted 18s from Mike.
Ooh.
They'll be like 14.5 inches, I think, or 14 inches shallow or 14 inches deep. And if you want, I'm just going to walk in by here. Here's the rack.
Sure.
The rack, I have, I don't have a door. I'm trying to get some pieces here for this so I could cover it up, but I struggle with the whole, all these wires. That's why I was looking at, I know they make some nice rear entry ones, or another way to push those back. So I got to work this out so I can get a door because these lights flash on the screen. And it's just a little bit noisy. You can hear it humming.
Yeah.
So is that the Panasonic 9000?
I know I have the Magnetar.
Oh, the Magnetar. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Magnetar. Got like someone was selling it, so I grabbed that. I had the Oppo 105 is what I had for a long time.
Oh, very
Oppo 105 is in the living room. I never did buy the 205 because I just bought the 105, so it was one of those hard things to
right.
make work out. Yeah, the Magnetar I have, and then let's see, we'll scroll down a little bit. I have a bunch of
Magnetar can play
Sonos.
ISOs. So what are you using for your NOS? Is that Synology?
This is Synology. Synology NOS, and I use it for the Zidoo player. The Zidoo player is up here. They're like got the little tiny one here.
Okay.
I know it's like the I can't remember the model number, but it's like the 9X or something.
The 9X, yeah.
Yeah. The 9X. It's amazing. That thing, produces great.
Yeah, I mean,
great.
if you got storage down below, you don't need anything else but just a player. So
Just a player. My storage situation's complicated though because I have Starlink, and Starlink likes to change IP addresses.
Ooh.
When all this stuff shuts off, it'll come back online with a new address. So I've been really trying to figure that out. And I also bought a bunch of hard drives to replace for my Synology so I can get the, these are four terabytes. And then I have bought a bunch of 18s to put in there to beef that up because I have a whole box of movies that I won't show you, but they're there,
right.
They're under my desk down there.
How many 18s did you get?
I think I have 5.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, 5 18s.
You mind me? Did you just recently buy them?
Yeah. Well, I bought 2 of them about a month ago. They're around
Mommy
like the
asked me.
$350
Really?
each, I think.
That's cheap.
They're all kind of, you can see them all stacked up over here.
Yeah, that's what model did you get?
I got the Exos ones. Let me see what these ones are.
Okay, so the man, because
I
I've been
had
looking for them and they're
Wolf.
like $500.
Yeah, they're now they went up quite a bit after I'm gonna see what this one is. I can't remember what this one is. This is Iron Wolf. These stack here is all Iron Wolf, and I think these were the Exos ones.
Nice.
So I'm not sure. I might just put the 4 Iron Wolf ones in here and use the Exos for something else. I haven't decided.
Now you got me going to Amazon because I need
Check
some
out the
more.
Iron Wolf 18 gigabyte. Yeah.
Yeah.
18
So
terabyte.
that's what I have. I have
Wait,
I
are
have
they
8
cheaper? 'Cause
18s right
need,
now.
I need 2 more 18s, man. Probably.
More 18s, yeah. It was kind of the sweet spot of prices if you went, wasn't that much more than the 16, but anything above that, it was crazy money.
You got me going to Amazon now too.
Hey,
How much are they now?
Everybody's buying hard drives all of a sudden.
They're
The
a
price
lot
just
now.
went up. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, they're
What are you finding them for now?
geez,
So let's see.
519.
Here's a 14 for a 350, but it's renewed.
Yeah, the
519.
Yeah, 519.
Ooh, yeah. I think I was like 350.
And that's renewed, not even brand new.
That's renewed, yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of movies on my stored right now. I think I probably have maybe 150 or so. So it'll take me a while to catch up, but it gets me started anyway. Yeah.
So these same ones that I bought before, the Seagate renewed, I paid $180 for. They're $449 now. That's just insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you go
that's
the
tough.
Exos X20 18 terabyte.
I'm still learning Synology enough. I haven't had the Synology for like 8 years. I've bought 2 of them, but I've never really replaced discs. So I'm trying to learn that process right now. Without having to reload everything and redo it. I'd like to just take one out and put it in and see if it works.
If you have it in RAID 5.
I have it it's in the Synology version.
Yeah.
So it's like the HRS or whatever it's called.
Okay.
That one allows you to use different drives. That's what I was told.
Jeez, the Exos.
The Synology has their own rate.
$660.
Yeah, does that
I think it's called
rate allow
HRS or
you
something like that.
to-
SRH for Synology. And then you could use like a 18 terabyte. You could use a 4. You can just keep adding them.
Yeah.
But I'm no expert. I know some of you guys are better at that than I am. I'm still learning. Actually, Scotty will kind of help me with a couple of things. So then if I go down, I have the Magnetar, and then I have here, it's kind of locked up. I have another server that has a lot of movies on it, like 100. It was a Windows-based server. My nephew lost the key, so I can't find the key to open the door. But I may remove this because it also has a Asus drive in there for ripping. But the problem with it kind of stopped reading discs, and it would just take a disc and just spin. So that was why I reached out to get a new one. I just wire it into the switch. And then I have down here, I have the Kaleidoscape.
Is that that's the M?
It's the E. Remember, yesterday you asked Jeremy about does anyone buy the E? Yeah, it was the one that bought one from him because I wasn't sure that I wanted to spend all the money on them, right?
Right.
But I'll try one to see if I like it. Well, shortly after I bought it, someone had an 8 terabyte for sale.
Nice.
And it was a really good deal. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just try it. And then, yeah, I love it. It's so handy. But I'm disappointed to have the E. I kind of wish I just had the C, because I told myself I would just sell the E to somebody and get the C because they're almost similar price point. And that way I'd have a little better menu selection features.
Hey, now you got the K, man. The K
You
comes
get
with
the
the
K
full
now.
menu,
K
right?
comes
I know
with
now it's the
4K
K. Yeah, I
menu
can get
now.
the K. Yeah. But again, there you're adding a couple thousand to it, and I'm like, oh,
I know.
I'd have to really feel good that day, to want to try it. or
That would be on Brews and Views. That hurt.
or it'd be like a wow, look how magic that is, the type of thing where
For sure.
sometimes it just doesn't go that way. Yeah. But I've been enjoying the convenience of it. I don't know how many movies I have on there, quite a few. And like I said, at work, I could hit a movie and it's ready to go when I get home.
Yep.
And that is something. And the playback and the look of it. To where Synology and the Zadu, there's times I'm out just flat out doesn't start, and I got to keep going in there and figuring out what's wrong with the IP address. I know once I get that dialed in, if we ever get our fiber wire run to the house, I think that will help because I can get a different internet company that's not Starlink.
So are you pretty remote?
Yeah, we just got the fiber ran to the road about 4 months ago, but no one's getting them ran to the house. There was even a grant, but yeah, I'm pretty remote. Yeah, so that's a real struggle. Starlink's
How
it for me.
many acres you have?
I have 1 acre. It's a 1 acre, 1 acre lots. We were the last little development in this little hill area. There's, I don't know, probably 30 houses, but they stopped allowing developers to buy the chunks, and now it's 5 acres minimum. So we're the only development up here. But it's still an acre lot. It's still nice enough I could play my subs, and the neighbors, may not grieve too much. Yeah, and then I have the Anthem AVM 70.
Very nice little Arc Genesis action.
Yeah, and I really did like that. I didn't know if I was going to, but it was Chris Deering kind of helped me out with it a little bit. But the it was cleaned up the subwoofers immensely. And
so Rich is asking, what do you use the Sonos amps for?
Oh, sorry, I skipped past those. Sonance are for the whole house audio. I have like one in the bathroom, some in the kitchen. They're all in ceiling, and they're bathroom, kitchen, and then the back patio for which I never turn on. But
what do you just use like Zone 2 for that? For your
I do have a Zone 2 for the living room ones where I have one of the Sonos. I forget what the little ones are called. But I do have one in there for that, so I can play. I have like a 5.1 in the living room too. Okay. It's all focal. It's all in ceiling angled, which isn't too bad because the TV is mounted high. But yeah, I could play everything throughout the house. So
Sonos is awesome. I got Sonos in my house. I love it.
Yeah, it's just always works. Man, I never have any problems with it.
Yep.
And then the Sonos, and then I have the DSD audio, or was it OSD? OSD. That's the same ones. I think Ike has them. And then I got the 7 channel, 2 of the 7 channels. One of them is the and one's what do you call it? I'm losing my mind here. One is the AB, and the other one is the one that runs cooler. Can't remember the name.
The Class D, or
yeah, it's a Class D, and the other one's an A and B. So I have those running everything. I just had switched out last year. I had Denon for the first couple years here, and then this came available, so I thought I would try it. And there's difference in sound. It's not night and day, but from the Denon to the Anthem, I have enjoyed it. And then I was kind of noticing that every time I hear you guys talk about gear, that I seem to have most of what I cast. Anthem,
pretty much, yeah.
OSD, and then my projector.
The AVM.
My projector is the it's also the NZ7.
7, yep.
NZ7, and I bought that from a dealer up here. He is going to switch to try and sell more high end stuff like Barco, and I think he just got his stuff set up for Barco.
Oh wow!
So I bought this out of his showroom, and I was nervous about it because when I saw his demo was on one of those Seymour XT screens, and I thought it was really dim, and I was really struggling with that idea of, man, I paid that money for the dim.
Looks like he hit a dead spot.
I can see him talking on his wired computer.
The Starlink must be switching.
I'm sorry, I cut off.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, what I was saying was that I bought the screen from China, the XY screen.
Oh, okay, the XY.
So Yeah, when he had the demo that I heard from the person I bought this from, he had the acoustically transparent, the weave screen from Seymour,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought some of the things were pretty dim, right? Because
Right.
you're losing a lot of light through it. And he said, "Yeah, you lose about 30%." And I said, "Ooh, that's tough pill to swallow." But so I figured 30%. So this screen has been much nicer for sure because it's not transparent.
Yeah, I think that's like a 0.3 gain for that one, right?
I don't know. No, I think the XY one was. I don't know. Can I show the Kaleidoscape stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, you can show it. You just can't play it.
You can't play it. So the XY, I think it might have been just 1.0 because I don't think there's any gain on here. It's pretty
okay.
flat. But I do want to get the 1.3 gain from not Seymour, but the other big one. I think it's the one that Don has. Stuart, yeah, Stuart 1.3 is the G4. I saw that I toured Chris Deering's place, and he has that, and the place it's amazing. But he also has the NZ900 and that high gain, so it's kind of a not fair comparison.
Tech 130 G4 or the G3 and the G4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
neutral.
Right, the 1.3 gain, and I had thought about buying. I haven't bought it yet because most of my issue is I've been considering getting that Golden Ear SPS for behind the screen, and if I did that and mounted behind the screen, I'd have to move everything forward a little bit, and I'm struggling with that space idea and projector throw distance. It's pretty close to do that. I can't move it out 18 inches like everybody recommends. That's too far. I might be able to get a foot. Or I just leave it, and enjoy, whatever.
You're talking about the distance from the back of the screen to the speaker.
Yes.
It's minor. I've had them as close as 6 inches, and you get a little bit of tiny bit of comb.
Yeah, my Martin Logans, I got 2 feet back there.
Yeah,
but, by the time the Martin Logans, you're crossing them over anyway. You know what I mean? So
may not be that much of a fuss.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
It's not. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I've been eyeballing the Micro Perf or the Ultra Perf from the Studio Tech. I ordered a little sample and I've been playing with it.
The Micro, I usually use Micro Perf. The Ultra Perf's good, but Micro Perf I like better.
You like better, yeah. I mean, if you're a sound person, you might, really. I don't want it to be annoying, and the screens are thousands of dollars, so you don't want to really mess that up, right?
So, what size is the screen we're looking at here?
What's the screen you're looking at here?
What size?
Oh, 130 inch, 16 by 9.
Nice.
So the diagonal one.
That's also. How big was the screen in the dealer when you were at the dealer? How big was?
His was probably. It might have been. It was smaller. It was like his was a wide format, so it was like a.
I was just curious if that was the reason why your projector might have seemed a little bit dimmer.
It could be, and I don't know if he had it on high. I have this on high now, laser, because when Chris came out and calibrated it, he turned it up a little bit. He says, "You're not really going to probably care when you're watching a movie," and he was right. I was so surprised at how much better things were after the calibration. I had a television calibrated years ago with a flat screen, and I thought, well, that just made it dimmer, and no, I don't know. But with the increase in the laser, it washed it out, and then the colors were better. Everything is a little more clean now, where I would watch some shows and there was more yellow or more red content driven in some cases, but yeah, it was definitely helpful to have that calibration done. But now when I'm watching something quiet, the fan noise is loud. I do have a hush box coming though for the projector too.
Oh, so you're gonna do the full on hush box?
Yes, that was also an issue. I bought it from someone that is doing something different. So the issue with that is it's a rear entry hush box. So I would have to. I don't know if I can modify it because I can't push the projector back too far. There's only about 2 feet. I can move the projector maybe another 4 inches back. That would give me 14.5 feet or 14.3 feet from the projector distance now. So if I start moving it out there, I start getting into 13 pretty quick. So that's one of my hesitations. making sure that I can, if I do put the speaker behind the screen, when I hear those, it's amazing, you know, to have that speaker back there. But
Yeah, for sure.
I'll work
So-
on it. And
Are you able to show us your towers and the center?
Yep. Yeah, let me doctor on the lights here a little bit. Let me see if I can. hold on one second. Let me see if that's enough light to get over here.
There we go. So now we can see your subs down at the bottom, which you said are
Yeah,
the
subs at the bottom.
3000.
Yeah, and then I have the
Super Center.
yep,
That is
Super
such
Center.
such a
XL.
unique speaker, man.
It does face up a little bit, but I have a stand where it's going to bring it up closer to the screen a little bit better.
Okay.
And then I had thrown some fabric down here because I was trying to see if I can cut that reflection out and see what works, or buy some rugs or whatever.
Mhm.
Because I did spend some time. And then here's the other subwoofer, and then you can see the
You can see the tower.
tower.
And
versus
those are
tower.
the Triton. Which ones are those?
It's the 1R.
Triton
It's just
1R.
below the reference line. It was the one that came out after. So it's a little smaller. And then I have a little bass trap back here from GIK. It's quite dark. I don't know if you can see it. Some of those corner ones, and then another some panels up here. And this dark is panels that I saw that Travis Basalt. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. He hated these panels in his place, and I kind of like the idea, and they were easy to put up. So I put those up. So that's why gives me less reflections. The only thing now, though, I don't like about the panels was that the separation's weird. It just cuts off. It's dark and then cuts off. I need something something that will help, break that separation.
Yeah.
I'm not a design person, so that's hard for me, but I'll work on it. These wall sconces things, I guess, got those off of Craigslist. We had the wires already run for those. Then here's my rear. My side surrounds. They are they're SPS, but they kind of, I forget which model number they are, but they have a woofer that goes both ways. It's a small woofer.
Mm.
Did I lose you guys?
No, you're
Nope.
still here.
Oh,
Okay.
So you got the.
And so-
So those are the.
They're
It's a
both
dipole
angled.
or-
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
I was
dipole
thinking-
design,
I
but
was
they're not
thinking of the
really
word.
that much stretched, Yeah. They're behind my seats.
Bipolar.
Yeah. They're probably about a foot behind my seat and up a little bit because that was a recommendation for 5.1. But I may move the seat back a little bit if I get the rears, because if you look here, the rears are going to have to stand in front of those doors. So maybe not to be the best, but it'll be more fun for me in here, I think.
Okay. These ones say they're the JPS.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the KPS. Yep.
So gold near JPS. Those are
And then
nice,
you can
man.
see my Atmos up here. I need to paint those. I bought some paint to spray paint those, so they'll be the same color as the wall.
What are those?
What model are these?
Yeah, those Insignics.
This was the HTR, the 7000, I think. The SVS. I mean, Golden Ear 7000.
Yeah, the HDR 7000 is
HTR 7000. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
those
Yeah.
are all gold near.
Yeah.
So how many Atmos speakers do you have? 4 or 6?
I have 4. I have 2 here. So if I'm sitting in this position, this is my position. I have 2 up here, and then I have 2 behind me. So I have 4 total, but they're off a little bit in terms of placement. So you can see, you'll be able to see like maybe if it's not too bright.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see them at all, actually.
I know we
The
can see
light's
them.
blocking it.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Yeah, so he moved them over a little bit. I had someone help me install them because I was not here. So they're supposed to be right behind the light, but he said there was a duct there. And I'm not so sure. I think it just made it easier for him. But
Well,
they're all they're
Is
over
there a
about.
return right there?
There's a return there, but when the return goes, you could have went on your side of the return
Okay.
because I had been up there before. But just easier. So, but when you're up there, there's not a lot of content that goes back there. But I think that, and this one, he just kind of tried to match this side, which there's no return, but he wanted to put them in that same spot.
Right. So basically, you got set up as a 5.4.
Yeah, 5.4.2 right now. Yeah, and then I'll add the rears as because I have probably maybe 6-7 feet to the closet door still that I could work with to put the rears. It's just not convenient because I'll have to move them if I ever want in the closet.
Yeah.
Or at least move one of them. We'll see. Yeah, and then the subs that I'm getting from Mike are going to replace the PP3000s up front. They're going to be the 18s with a 14-inch depth, just in case I ever do want to cover them up and maybe do the goalpost, screen up front, cover up the subs. I'll have to leave probably the my main left and rights out, but then I could put the center channel behind with the SBS. But I'll put the other sub will go here. So back in the corners on the wall.
Okay.
So when I open the door, it'll be kind of right where you walk in, like right there. But 14, it shouldn't. You can walk around. You can walk around the space pretty easy right here.
Right.
There's more 3 feet, so I'll have 4 18s.
You always do near field right behind the seats too.
Well, I could, yeah. I mean, it'll be close stuff. We'll see. And the good thing about my floor is there's a huge crawl space under here, so this is all wood.
Oh man.
So pretty much anything will shake. I can get some tactile from the PP3000s, but it's not as good as when I went to Chris's place. Oof. He's got those Mark Seaton subs.
Oh, okay.
Like all over, and
I've never been to his place or.
Yeah, if you get a chance, it's pretty cool because he's just got nice stuff in there, and he's a good dude. But yeah, when you start hearing what things can do, and I'm going to M-Wave.
So you're gonna do some tours?
Yep, I'm doing all of them. I think whatever, as many as I can. I think I signed up for all of them. Because last year I missed it. I ended up not being able to go last minute. So I said this year I'm going no matter what, and even if they don't have the real M-Wave, I'm gonna at least get to the tours because I really kind of want to be able to hear some things. I've never heard JTR.
Some medical thing. He was out for a while, right? Didn't he have some?
Who's
that?
Chris Deering.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's been out for a while. He's been recovering for about a month. He's been. I think he had some like throat cancer.
Yeah. I remember back in January. I think I talked to him. And I remember.
He stayed in New York for a little bit, and then.
I have to give him a call see if he's back up and running.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. We don't chat too much. Just a couple of things because I had him come out and do the projector, and then I know he's knowledgeable about everything. I mean.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. He does a design for acoustic stuff too. I think he used to design all of the acoustic stuff a bunch of years ago. Like he would set up the rooms.
It's a Deep Dive AV. That was his company, right?
Yeah, that's his company. Yeah. Deep Dive AV. Yeah, that's his company.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to do something in January, but I think it's just right when he was,
Oh, busy. Yeah, or just going through that stuff.
When he was just recently diagnosed at that point. So
right.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for a while now. So
yeah, I think he's on the men now, but
that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He'll do projector calibrations at his house and send it to you because he's got all the screens, so that's kind of cool. Lumagen. I haven't graduated the Lumagen thing yet, but
yeah, actually, I was trying to have him come and calibrate that LED wall.
Right. Yeah.
It's got a Lumagen.
That would be.
I remember you talking about trying to get him out there to Mr. Long's house.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, he's straight up and knowledgeable.
Man, you did a good job in this theater too. So, what color is the paint on the wall?
It's web gray on the wall, and then everywhere ceiling. I have carpet down here on the. This is a gray, even though it looks pretty.
We lost him a little bit.
We lost him again. Yeah.
It does look like a little, almost like a beige,
Yeah.
carpet.
Yeah. It's gray.
Just the
but
light-
it
it's
looks
just the lighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard to make things look.
Let's see if it connects.
Let's see if he
Still
comes back.
streaming.
Hopefully he'll pop back in here.
Yeah.
Man, no, two great theaters today, man. That's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Sure, man. That one's more like my theater. Except probably I don't have a Kaleidoscape. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but maybe
Well,
one of
Paul,
these
let's
days.
do it, man.
Well,
I have great
I tried to
ideas
switch to
of
the
what we can
laptop,
do.
but
Okay, we got you back.
I can
bro.
see you guys, but you guys can hear me.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
you now. Oh,
Yeah, the
well,
laptop is oops, I gotta flip the camera back.
Let's go back to this setup here.
Can you guys
Yeah,
still hear
man.
me?
Yeah, we can still
We
hear
can
you.
hear you. Just got
Yep.
to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought you just asked me a question, but I forgot what it was.
No, it was going to be the color of the carpet. 'cause
asking-
it-
Oh no,
it
you're
did
saying
look-
you did a good job. I was yeah. What a bummer following Jim.
No, man, your
Yeah,
theater
not
looks
so handy as
awesome.
Jim, but I
Yeah,
appreciate the
good
time.
job,
It's
absolutely.
awesome. And then when I get things organized and sub set up and maybe a new screen, we could chat again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I mean, love this. I'd love to see those
I'm not very
Well-
handy. That's my problem.
slimline. What are they? Slimline 18s, I guess, is what we're calling those. The 14-inch wide 18s. Is that what they are? Dana, can you guys hear me?
Subwoofers.
We
Yeah, I
hear
can
you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't think Dana can hear.
Maybe
us.
he can't hear you.
No, I mean two excellent theaters today.
Yeah,
I
something's
mean,
weird. Could you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
we
you.
hear
now.
you now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very weird.
Yeah. I was saying we'd love to see those slimline.
Yeah, maybe next time
18s.
I could show drawings of the subwoofers. I can, have them set
Yeah,
up.
for
I do have
sure,
some
for
construction
sure.
pictures, but they were not organized enough to show.
It's all good, man. All good. No, we'll definitely have you guys back on. We're gonna have Jim give us a master class in the star ceiling for
Star
sure. I would
ceiling,
love.
Yeah,
I
sure.
need that because I'm
Yeah, I would like to have the star ceiling. Yeah.
yeah.
I know they have a new
Going-
product out now that you can kind of put them up in modules.
Going through some of that stuff was giving me PTSD. Actually,
Look, you're not the only one, man. Like I
Yeah.
made a whole
Everybody
video.
said that the star
think I'm
ceiling
hearing
is
it
up.
I
already.
keep saying that I made a whole video and I tried to edit it, and I just cursed throughout. And I was like, "There's no point in making this video, man, because there would have been no audio left. It would have just been video and no audio." Because, man,
Yeah.
like I bought the LEDs, the ones that has like 1,000 fibers, and I only got to like about 300. So there's like 700 fibers just sitting there all folded up. I didn't want to cut it off because I was like, I'll probably go back to it, but nah. It's just sitting right there in the ceiling, not touching it.
So let's answer this question real quick before we. What do y'all think? Zadu versus NVIDIA Shield Pro for Plex.
Shield for Plex. That's what I'm gonna say. Shield for Plex.
Shield.
That's what
LED.
I-
Redo if you want to play direct.
Yeah, shield for Plex.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would agree with that, but it depends on the Zadu you have, though. too.
True. Yeah, that
Because
is
the
true.
UHD 8000 is pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go for the shield because you can still run the server on the shield and it's just clean.
Well, no, he said client only.
Client
'cause
only.
He has,
I mean, yeah,
he
but
has
still.
external storage. So here's the thing, though. The thing that I like about the Zadu, I would still run my shield if they didn't update it to a newer. I mean, that's all I would have. I wouldn't even have a Zadoo at all. But the new, which I did install and test, the Zadoo UHD 8000 8K with the AI up convert, and yeah, it does add some. It looks like you're on vivid mode. Let's put it that way, compared to what it is. But it also has the ability to run Plex. The other models, like my old one, my Z9X, can't do it. The chipset won't do it. So I can do both on that Zadoo. So that's cool. The nice thing. And the Plex does not, even though they say you can, but it's bullshit. The NVIDIA Shield, like if you lose internet connection, you can't play your movies. You can still, it's an NVIDIA Shield, it's an Android device. So if you have VLC or whatever on there, you obviously can still
So you just play that kind of what they call the Explorer mode on the Arvolution versus, so you just don't get the fancy picture wall.
But you're not using the Plex interface at all.
Right. Yeah.
You have to use a whole nother app. So whereas Zadoo keeps everything local, like you can have no internet. You can literally take, and I've done this before, like a Z9X and an external hard drive, scan all the metadata, to get all your poster wall art, and that can be your little camping travel setup. You can't do that with the NVIDIA Shield and the Plex server. Even with the server built in, it wants to talk to the damn internet.
Yeah. The Arvolution says that you can play without
running Plex client on the Zadoo, right? But there would be no reason. I would never want to run the Plex client on the myself.
I tried it just to try it, and I was like,
and that's what I was kind of thinking my answer.
It's exactly. I was like, yeah. So the reality of this question is, fucking come over and check it and see what you think, dude.
I would be in agreement with you. Like if it's local playback only, I go to my Zadoo, or I'm super geeked out, so I do my Core Elec and Kodi setup, but that one isn't for the faint of heart yet. There's quite a bit of setup with that one. But I agree. Zadoo for local playback, but Plex has other advantages, like you have the Google Play Store, so you can run some other apps.
You can
put Netflix.
The new Zadoos are Google Play Store.
Did they got authorized for Google now?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's
the UHD 8000 is Google.
Will it do Netflix? Is it Netflix certified as well?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
It's not.
I'll have to check that out.
It's not 4K. It doesn't do Netflix.
I don't have a Netflix account though, so
that's what a lot of people that are running a Shield. They're installing Amazon. They're installing Netflix. There's definitely
the Arvolution TV version that's now available in my closet.
There's what?
The Arvolution TV version. The 8K TV. They have all the Netflix and all the apps on it.
Okay.
So yes, you can, and it does play Dolby Vision. Plays all the.
Boy's doing it the complex way. He's a nerd engineer.
Well, if you're doing Kodi with Plex, get an AMB 6 Plus and install Core Elec on it, and you'll get even full Dolby Fell support on the thing. So Dolby Vision Fell, which you can't get really on any other device. If you want the best of the best, that would be it. But like I said, if you're running Kodi, you already know like all the little like tweaks and tunes that you have to do to make it look good. And so Core Elec is just its own operating system, and then they found a way to enable the full Dolby Vision profiles. So your Blu-ray 4K backups will play both layers without any issue. And yeah, that's a great setup. That's what I run.
Well, listen, guys, if you'd like to pick up an optical drive, I just posted the form, the easy form that Scott made for you. Just
The easy form.
reach out to him via the link in the chat that I just put there. MK,
this is why I have to do all the updates. I was like, oh, F that. I'm not dealing with auto updates. It's so like, no, I don't want to have to engineer my damn downtime, you know.
So Jim and Dana, hold on, don't hang up when I run through this stuff, but we'll meet you back in the green room here for a little bit. But want to let everybody know that we probably, unless Ike gets a wild hair, we probably will not be on next Thursday. I'm going to be taking a little vacation. So is Paul. So maybe Ike will post a video or something for you guys. You know, for you guys a new YouTube video for you to check out. If you could please do all that great YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe, hit the like button. The algorithms hate us because we run 3-hour shows. Help us promote the show for sure. If you would like to have a home theater designed, or if you need a new Kaleidoscape, reach out to Abe at 3dsquared.com. Abe, thanks for joining us on the show today, sir.
Yeah, well, I love it as always.
And once again, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please join us please send us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. Dana and Jim, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Look forward to having you guys back on the show, because I would definitely love to see a masterclass in the star ceiling that Jim did here.
I want to see those
both great job.
And then I do want to see these subwoofers that Dana's getting also. So we'd love to have you guys back on. You guys have the link. If you want to just come on and talk shit about home theater, whenever you want, pop in, pop out. We like this to be like a Zoom type of meeting.
You want to motivate Don to get his theater done? Come on, anytime.
You know, I got a scratch right here. I think I got a little scratch right here. But definitely, if my wife is talking about going up to Clearwater Beach again, Jim, you might be seeing me earlier than later.
Do it, Don.
But until next time, lights down, sound up, and don't blame us for your next upgrade.
And
see you guys. Happy 4th
Jim.
of July to everyone. Be
Happy
safe.
July 4th. Stay behind, Dana. Don't leave.
Come back with all your fingers.
I forgot what the fireworks.
Unlike
is.
Paul.
No, I forgot. I don't know how to do.
Paul's getting rid of his fingers here. Is that what you're showing? There you go.
Oh, there we go. Fireworks. I forgot how to make the fireworks go. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy 4th. Yep.
That's right.